Hold up. Looks like we are live now. Welcome to this special edition to Count the Bucket. Hopefully, very special for Nick in this situation, but for us, it's just for me and CJ. We're just here to enjoy the entertainment of the game. As Game 6 has started, already Boston up 2-0 in this blowout. Not playing. I'm anxious to see. I said that Steph Curry's first shot will be a three. It looks like it's tied up 2-2 now. Before we get talking about this game, we're really just here to hang out, enjoy ourselves while the game goes on, and hopefully Nick will be popping some champagne after the Warriors win here, or I'm more for the Celtics making a Game 7 because I did see that the Warriors have already made some reservations for a casino close by to Boston. They've rented it out just in case. So, Nick, how we doing today?
Please, we gotta close this series, man. I am dying for this series to end. But honestly, give credit to the Celtics, man. They've been giving the Warriors so many issues, even though Golden State's up 3-2. But I'm just ready for the series to end as a Warriors fan. I'm just so tired of seeing Boston. They're a tough team, man. You gotta give it to them. They're a really tough team.
Absolutely. How about you, CJ? How we doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Glad to watch the game with you guys. I picked the Warriors in 7, so wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised the Celtics get it done tonight. But just the way they've struggled in the fourth quarter, I could definitely see Golden State hosting that trophy later on.
You know, me and Nick, while we was waiting, Nick, it's not happening on my screen yet. Whatever you're talking about here, but I'm sitting here thinking, Nick mentioned about Game 6 Clay that we may see tonight. The anticipation of how he does. But I'm trying to see. I haven't been able to zoom in very close to see if this is fake Clay or not. I'm sure you guys seen about that, right?
Of course.
I mean, how crazy is that?
Big Dawes TV imitating Clay. Yeah, it's
he didn't really do anything in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that was a little overboard banning him for life. I could see if you banned him for a year or something, but for life, that wasn't really called for.
Okay, good, because the dude just walked through security. He never said he was Clay in his video that we see at least, and he just goes in and they let him go through security. One guy even says, "Go get him tonight, Clay," and he said, "Oh yeah, here we go, get the dub" or something like that. How do you not know? Somebody made a comment on one of the tweets. It was why would Clay come to the game fully attired in his uniform, show up to the game like that? Did it not click on them?
Yeah.
12-2 on my end. So, I mean, all Boston right now.
A ban for life is a little crazy, but I mean, you got to think about it too. It's also kind of scary too. I mean, that could have been anybody stepping in there, going to the arena. Who knows? But that's probably how Joe Lacob and those guys looked at it. But yeah, being banned for life is kind of wild. I mean, he's done that before. I mean, not to that extent. I mean, pretty much frozen his Clay getting in that way. But he's definitely had some fake Clay moments throughout this Warriors run. So, but he said it is what it is. He's not going to make that big of a deal. So,
right.
He's a big YouTube star, so he's not really stressing it too much.
He's not stressing.
No, he'll just go to another game and act like he's the away Clay. But do you think what gave it away was him shooting? Because he put that he was out there for 10 minutes. He got to warm up basically. But do you think his shot was so un-Clay-like that they're whoa, wait a second?
Honestly, didn't even see him shoot.
It's wild.
I've seen him shoot a couple shots. I was that's the first thing I thought when he shot. I was man, you got to make sure you're looking like Clay on that shot. And I was I wonder if that's what really got him, because he was walking off the court and some lady was hold up. And he was huh? What do you got?
You got to have that Clay walk as well. Clay got that walk.
Apparently he had the walk, but he just didn't have the stroke.
Shot. Yeah, he didn't have the shot. Yeah, it's funny. It was hilarious, man. It was just a crazy scenario. Him being banned for life.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme. I think it's hilarious though that he got through with it. One thing I've learned in doing media stuff is just to flat out act like you know what you're doing, and you can get by with a lot. And I know that may sound crazy to sound or to say, but went to a minor league professional baseball team here in Kentucky. I don't know if I talked to y'all about this anything at all, but I did get media credentials to go to the game, to cover the game. The lady that was supposed to let me in and like that I've been in talk with, she just said, go to the VIP, tell them you're with, the media, and they'll put you in the VIP section. I'm like, awesome, this is great. I go in and say, yeah, I'm with media. And it's like, oh, you're doing media? I said, yeah, media. He said, okay, you're in the booth. I was like, wait, what do you mean? They put me behind home plate up in the press box. Like I was up there before the game started where they were recording the game on for like the local televisions and everything. I'm like, definitely ain't supposed to be here, but I'm going to fake it until I make it. So I just acted, yes, sir. I'm supposed to be here covering for Backstop Banter, Unwrapped Sports Network, name dropping like that. And you're like, okay. And I'm like, you know what? I think we'll go down in the stands here, try to get some better pictures. Like, all right, man, that sounds good. If you want to come back, you're more than welcome to. I was scared to death up in there. I did not belong. But you know what? I made it.
Hey, man. You made some connections up there?
One guy, I'm pretty sure he knew that I was lying because he even was busting out his phone. What'd you say your podcast was? And I think he was looking up and he's like, I'm legit. Calm down now. So I had to bounce.
Backstop Banter, you better check us out.
That's right. Which is supposed to be on tonight, but the game's going on. And my co-host, Connie, he's on vacation, so he's down in South Carolina. I thought, why would I talk about baseball when it's Game 6, possibly the closeout game, when we can have the special edition of Count the Bucket and Tatum drilling threes as they keep showing the replay of this. Okay, quick question while I'm just seeing this, because I'm sure it's already going on your all's. What number is better, 0 or 00?
0.
Yeah,
single,
0.
Yeah, single
Zero has always been strange to me.
See, that's my favorite number is 00. But the more I see just 0, I'm like, that looks pretty sick. I think I'm really starting like
the most random question of all time. Like I don't know where that came from.
Dude, it's me. Besides, y'all answered it instantly too. It's like, no, man, just 0. I'm like, y'all know.
I just think Westbrook, Lillard, those guys really
Gilbert
Arenas, yeah, those guys really made it popular. Right. So it's just like, last person we saw 00 was what, Cantor? Like we don't really care about that.
Whoa. Wait, no, Melo did in Portland.
Oh right, yeah, Melo did wear that in Portland. That's true. But we know him for 7 and 15. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We need to bring more 00s out. Come on, guys.
Nah.
I feel like there's other players we've known that were number 00.
It's like a role. That's like a role player number.
Yeah, it's not common.
That's a role player number, 00.
Whoa, hey! I was not a role player.
Not you. I'm just saying in the NBA, brother.
PG.
In the NBA, man.
Marcus Smart picking up fouls here. 2 fouls back to back. Kerr's hollering out. Where are y'all at right now? Mine is still 12-2.
Same here.
12-2. Tatum just got a foul on Curry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So is that 2 on Curry?
No. Tatum fouled Curry. Other way around.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You just held hands there.
Just held hands.
That's what he did, wasn't it? Oh, let's see. We got some people coming in here. Robbie, what number is your favorite? Oh, I think his favorite number of all time is X. Like Goldberg in The Longest Yard. Have y'all ever seen The Longest Yard?
Of course.
Did you say you haven't, Nick?
I haven't.
Really?
Man, there's so many movies I've never watched. You want to know a fun fact about me is that I used to have a podcast and a blog named Above the Rim, and there's a movie named Above the Rim with Tupac in it. I've never watched that either.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like in the 90s.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
People, because the thing, when I first came up with the name, I was talking to my friend about it, and then he was like, "Oh, you mean like the movie?" I didn't even think about the movie when I first came up with the name. And I was like, "Oh, snap, yeah, there is a movie called Above the Rim."
I totally came up with that name all on my own. Not that there's, a Tupac movie with it.
It's a classic. It's a classic movie right there, man.
I need to watch it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never watched it. How you change the channel, and then some movies are on. I've seen bits and clips of it, but I've never watched it from start to finish.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man.
Wiggins has been good this series.
Yeah, try to steal that MVP from Curry, bro.
He is AD. We were talking about that before you got on here. If Curry doesn't have a good game and Wiggins does a double-double, 20 points, 15 rebounds, and they win, does he get MVP?
No.
No, thank God. Thank you, CJ. Because I'm like, no.
I don't think so.
This MVP belongs to Steph.
Yeah, it's already been voted for out the gate. You know.
So I mean,
especially after
saying it's his no matter what.
Yeah, after the 43-point game and on Friday, it's they get this done. You might as well give him that. He's gonna get that trophy, even though Wiggins has definitely played like this has been the second best player on the team,
without question,
no doubt. But yeah. Curry definitely, yes, yeah.
Curry's MVP. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised that Robbie actually says that because he is absolutely in love with LeBron.
It's got to be objective, man.
So I figured he would actually say Curry probably wouldn't get it because Curry's about, if they win tonight, have the same amount of rings as LeBron in the less amount of times it took with less talent. People are saying.
So what
the majority of Steph's teams have been better than some of LeBron's teams.
So group that all together, and what's that supposed to mean? Like what? Like he's supposed to what? Better than LeBron? We're going that far, bro.
I'm just putting out statements, okay? I'm just putting out statements.
No way, bro.
But those talks are probably close.
It's gonna be It's gonna be
I feel like we got to get to this topic. So I think I saw the other day. I saw like a clip on Twitter. And it was Stephen A. He said that he would take Wilt off the top 10 and put in Steph Curry. How y'all feel about that?
Say that again.
Stephen A. basically said, because I guess on First Take they were going through a segment where they were talking about the top 10 list, and then they were saying like does Curry belong on there? And basically Stephen A. said that he would take Wilt Chamberlain off the top 10 and put Steph Curry in his place.
Listen.
I don't know about Wilt, man.
Listen.
Okay.
Not Wilt.
Okay. I want to say this because I seen this on Twitter this week as well. They were showing a highlight of his, or just a stat line, where he had over 100 points, over like 40 rebounds. And in that, it also had him like 22 assists. I don't know if that was like the most he had in each stat line or if that was a game stat.
Yeah, I think it was career highs. Yeah.
Okay. Because when I first seen that, I was like, I always thought 100 points was the 100 points, like no assists, really. That's nothing to talk about. But I mean, if your center, the best guy like that, can still even a game get 22 assists, like at center, he's good. Like I don't think we were able to ever witness how great he really was.
Yeah, and that's the thing when we try to do these lists because somebody's going to get disrespected, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's just by nature. I mean, some people. Amari said Oscar Robinson should be out. I mean, it's if Curry wins this one.
I said that too, honestly.
If he gets 5, it's like, come on, bro, you got to put him top 10. You have to.
Of all time,
he's top 10. Like even if Boston can come back and win this series, he's top 10 in my opinion.
Whoa. If Boston comes back and wins the series, he's still top 10?
I'm still putting the thing, like I've already had him top 10 even before the finals. So it was like, to me, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Because I mean, here's the thing though, like you basically Michael May basically just mentioned it. Like, Steph has a better finals record than LeBron. But LeBron,
you gotta come on. Where's the context? Where's the context? Where's the context, bro? Come on now.
I mean,
and why is that?
In my eyes, Curry's top 10. Just by the way, he's revolutionized the game. His accolades is there, being a unanimous MVP. I know that he doesn't have, or he may get it tonight, the Finals MVP. But even without that, I feel like he's at least top 10. And even if he's not top 10 in many, he has to be up there, like at least cracking it, like 11, 12, 13.
I think he's close, but I don't think he's top 10.
11, 12. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, 12. Yeah, he's right there. If he gets this championship, I mean, like, it's, like I said, somebody's gonna get disrespected. Wilt, Oscar. Yeah, those. I mean, people keep on sleeping on Olajuwon, one of the most underrated.
Oh my god,
superstars ever. That unanimous MVP
Hold
was a
on,
joke.
hold on a minute, my brother. I don't know what you mean by that comment, bro. I don't know what you mean by
He
that.
probably thought it should have went to LeBron, even if he played like 5 games. I'm telling you. This guy one time
was the best player in 2015, 2016. There was nobody else who was deserving of the MVP trophy.
One
time we were just talking about Michael and LeBron, who is better, and Robbie was like, listen, in high school, LeBron was this, he weighed this, he scored this. I'm like, he's in high school, dude. Like, I don't know those stats. That's okay. Like, he is a super fan of LeBron, which he's been very quiet this year for some reason. I don't know why I haven't heard Robbie talk much NBA.
Lakers stink. They stunk this year. Ain't nothing to really brag about. I mean, LeBron had a good individual year this year, but
yeah, he was going for stats.
Terrible.
He was just going for the points.
What a take by Poole. But yeah, back to that again. You know, yes, he would have the same amount of championships as LeBron, but come on, guys.
I mean, I'm not saying Curry's greater all time than LeBron. I'm not gonna say that.
They're gonna start to do it, bro. They
are. Well, that's why I even kind of brought it up and I put in there. They have said, I wanted.
Let him get 5. Oh my God! Let him get one more than LeBron. It's unbearable.
If he gets one more than LeBron, you have to almost have that conversation.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
Well, what if we say better career?
I wouldn't even say that.
I'm just saying the discussion. CJ,
come on, man. We talk about LeBron being top 2 ever. And we talk about Curry possibly being top 10. It's like it's still a high level. It's still we talk about high levels, but LeBron is at a different level. We talk about him maybe the greatest ever.
I'm not saying that he's not the greatest ever. We're not even talking about that.
No. All right, but no, that's up for that's debatable, obviously. But I'm saying if we're just thinking about Curry going being top 10, maybe. And LeBron being what, top 2, top 3, however you want to,
top 3 or 4, maybe.
However you want to call it.
He's not even top 10 in LA history.
Top 10. I mean, again, that's different. That's different. LA is they've had they got a plethora of legends, but
not top 10 in LA history. Come on now.
Do you think? Didn't we talk about this? LeBron wasn't on the list.
We did, but hang on, we're not even getting to that. We're gonna get to that.
I'm just going to Curry LeBron thing, man. I mean, better career. Come on, he's about to pass Kareem next year for what? Yeah,
but see,
yeah. What are we talking
I'll
about?
say this. No, I mean LeBron is obviously better than Curry as far as everything really, except for shooting.
Shooting, that's it.
But to me, I do think some of the stats are weighted differently from the 80s to 90s than it is now. Like, to me, and we've talked about this before on the show, at least me and Nick, I think it's been maybe last year, like, it's just showing Peyton on the screen, so I'll just mention him. If Peyton scores 15 points this game compared to 15 points in the 90s, those 15 points are a lot different. You all agree? Because they're scoring 80 to 90 points when today's games they're scoring 120, 130 points in some games. So it's easier to score points that way. So I almost
depends on the impact, honestly. I wouldn't just say you score 15 points, you're just a role player. I feel like it all depends on the impact and what your role is on the team.
Right. He's talking about MJ couldn't get a unanimous decision on an MVP. So
I'll be real. Like it was Jordan and it was everybody else. So
for LeBron and Jordan to never win unanimous MVP, I mean that's just come on. But again, like I said, the media have way too much power. They have bias. They can say they're objective all they want, but we know what time it is. They got feelings just like everybody else, and the people
just like Joker will not win it no matter what this year. He's had 2 in a row. He's not going to win.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter what he does. It's clip. So same thing for Jordan. People didn't like LeBron because people voting for the media love Jordan. They definitely not going. Jordan didn't win. It was the same. Jordan didn't win unanimous MVP. We're not going to vote for LeBron to do it. Mm-hmm. So, Curry's likable guy, shoots the ball. He did revolutionize. They went 73-9. So I get it. But for LeBron and MJ to never win a unanimous MVP, and again, we just talked about them.
Jordan should have definitely got a unanimous one.
90, at least a 72-10 year. Like, come on, who voted for somebody else that year? That's crazy.
Right. Because it's no disrespect to Hakeem.
What year was that?
That was 96, I believe. Yeah.
I've got to go see.
No disrespect to Hakeem, Barkley, and the rest of these guys, but let's be real. It was always Jordan as number one, and everybody was just kind of down here, towards the bottom.
They were 73-9. Yeah, they were 73. I'm talking about regular season. You know MVP's regular season award.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. But of course, playoffs, yeah, they lost. And again, that's what I'm saying. There's no possible way you could put Curry over LeBron, because the reason why he has a better record is because they got KD because they were afraid of LeBron and Kyrie because they beat them that year. It's just facts. It's just facts.
I'm not gonna say we was afraid of LeBron. And we did.
Because if that's the case, then why not run it back? Same team.
You got to reinvent the team. You got to readjust. You got to.
It'd have been 1-1. It would have been 1-1. Let's break the tie.
Because this haterade, and they lost.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's break the tie. But
I mean,
KD it's overkill. Come on, man. It's completely.
Okay. So the MVP in the '96 race, Jordan got 109 first place votes. Penny Hardaway got 2. Hakeem Olajuwon got 1, and Karl Malone got 1. The person who came in second place in overall, though, was David Robinson.
That was when the Admiral was doing quadruple doubles.
So points won. I don't know why I'm doing this. Michael Jordan had 1,114 points. The second place, David Robinson had 574 points. That's a huge difference there.
Yeah, man. He should have been 96. Should have been unanimous.
Yeah.
2 votes for Hardaway. Hardaway, he was a great player. He
was great. He was 24, so he was probably a sophomore in the NBA.
Right. Yeah. Back then, probably. Yeah. Or third year. Yeah. But come on, this is what I'm saying. Like, those are probably like 2 Orlando beat writers for the Magic. Not gonna vote.
They vote for Jordan.
It's a shame. It's a shame, man. Instead of being objective, they got to put their feelings aside. That's what I said. The media dudes have a lot of power.
They do. We do. We're not that high yet.
Yeah, not. Yeah, I don't even know if I would want that type of power, man. To be honest.
Absolutely, I would.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not like it is today, where it's like Jokic, Giannis, and B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows who the real MVP is.
At least there should be some type of pie chart. Media, fans, players, and coaches, something like that, man.
Weighted that way.
Yeah,
kind of like the All-Stars. Fans get 50%.
Right, something like that, because 100% in the media, we know how narrative driven they are. It's tough.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know why they don't let the coaches or even the players just vote. Like, I mean, the fans, it's going to be a popularity vote, just like the All-Star. As far as Kyrie didn't even play half the season, or didn't even play last year, did he? And he was almost an All-Star, or he was an All-Star in vote. So I mean,
yeah,
even the fans, I don't think.
Jalen Rose voted for Kyrie for third team All NBA, and he only played 29 games. Laughable. He played in the A, so that's what I'm saying. That's a player. So it's spooky.
Yeah.
It's spooky. It's a spooky power you got, man. Like,
for the guys that are listening or watching us right now, the score 22-18 in favor of Boston on my TV. I'm a little bit behind probably because my TV is bootleg. That's okay. It happens. See here, Draymond's got the ball on my end. Passes. Has Curry shot yet?
Yeah, he has.
Draymond just hit a 3 anomaly.
Who did?
Draymond.
Oh.
Wow. Whoever got that on a parlay. Sheesh. See, Golden State, they weathered the storm. You see?
Yeah, it's 18-22, and you said you just hit the 3. It still hasn't.
Oh! Okay. That was a crazy shot.
21-22. I can't wait to see this shot y'all are talking about.
That was crazy. Could have been a foul. Matt Wiggins.
I swear.
Yeah, dude is special, man. No doubt about it.
I feel like Curry just runs around like he's in a play school game.
Oh, man. I'm about to see, bro. I wish you
He just stepped out of bounds or come from out of bounds and hit that three. I mean, just whatever. Golden State on an 8-0 run now. They've taken the lead. I didn't pay attention to that. 24-22. Oh.
It's good defense. Yo, Andrew Wiggins, I don't know, man. Yo, he's locking up.
I'm telling you.
He's locking up.
Like, I hate to be that. Oh, did he just bank a three?
He's locking up rotations. Yeah, he's.
My thing with him is, if Golden State last time they won it, we gave it to Iggy for his defense on the greatest player in that finals.
Right.
How do we not really think Wiggins deserves it for his defense in this plus his offense?
Now, I mean, he'd make a good argument, but again, for Curry to not have one, and then again, like I said,
I ain't trying to be mean to you here, CJ, but you're almost sounding like the media people with the power.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We don't care. Steph is getting this first.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, since he doesn't have one, and everybody, that's what everybody's talking about. It's automatic at this point. He's gonna get it. Even though Wiggins' he's been great. He's been great.
I don't know if he deserves it.
Come on, I don't know. I can't go that far. With you.
I mean,
doesn't deserve it. Come on.
Well, okay, maybe let me rephrase that.
You just say he doesn't deserve it?
Well, I'm changing my wording here, okay? He obviously deserves one because he's great, but Wiggins has balled out on both sides of the court, about said field.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, because here's the thing, none of these talks would have happened until Game 5 when Steph shot the ball horrifically, and then Wiggins had another big game. Because here's the thing, Wiggins had 16 and 15 in Game 4. And nobody was considering him a Finals MVP. We knew that he was the second best player, but he wasn't considered a Finals MVP. Now all of a sudden, Steph shoots the ball horribly in Game 5, and now it's like, oh, Wiggins has to get Finals MVP. Like, relax.
Right. I mean, they've got to win 4 games. So Curry played good 2 games, and Wiggins has played good 3 games. I mean, right? I mean, am I right here?
Now remember, Curry had 31 in Game 1 and they lost, right? And then the 43-point game,
and he pretty much led them to the win. Curry was the only one that could play.
Right on Friday, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Wiggins has had 2 really good games, 2 good back-to-back games, doubles. Great defense. I mean, he's guarding Brown and Tatum. Those guys shoot terribly from the field in this finals. So.
Curry's guarding smart.
He's gonna get some votes. I think he'll probably get like 3 or 4 votes, but probably the majority of those 11 votes is gonna go Steph.
I think it's going Steph. Like, there's no way it doesn't, but I just don't know if it's the right person. and I love Steph. So I mean, I'm not trying to be like biased here or anything. I'm just saying like the defense, and there's a lot of defense that Wiggins does that isn't a stat too. That's where I guess I see a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That and just like you said, even earlier, his closeouts, his transitions and everything, rotations, that doesn't get any marks.
Right.
Somebody had a block, or Wiggins had a block, and somebody deflected it. If Wiggins wasn't there, the other guy doesn't get the steals. I mean, I'm trying to make a case so it's just not one dominant way, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, you're making a great case. You're making a great case. But then,
yes, I am.
But it's just again too. It's like then offensively, you could say Wiggins has those lanes to the basket because of Curry's spacing.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It's just that.
Let me ask you this, Michael. Do you think that Andre Iguodala deserved it in 2015?
We've already talked about that. No, he did not.
Okay, but it's like no one considered it until what was it? I think it was Game 4 when Steve Kerr said, "All right, let me put him in the starting lineup." People forgot Steph averaged 27 a game that series, but obviously people were paying attention to Iguodala because of the defense that he supposedly played on LeBron.
He didn't play.
Even though LeBron still averaged like 35, that's 35, 11, and 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
then, I don't get it, man. It's like the narrative always changes like game by game.
I didn't understand it when Iguodala got it. I was like, what?
Oh, jeez. They're probably about to call Draymond for a flagrant. Oh, never mind. No, they're not.
It didn't make any sense.
They probably found Tatum for that.
Oh,
that's way ahead of me.
Yo, Jordan Poole is. Oh, my bad, Michael.
You're good. It's totally fine. It's bootlegs. It's totally fine. Did they really call that on Tatum? See, I just seen it happen. Like Tatum fell 10 feet away.
Yo, bro, that guy Poole, bro, got to give him the bag. 24,
Okay.
4 over 80.
Okay, since you said that, I've got to go see if I can find that picture. Did you all see the picture I posted on her? I think I put it on both.
On the
Twitter.
Facebook page?
Yes.
The one with the Curry and LeBron? Or was another one?
No. It's that old meme where the guy's walking with his girlfriend and a hot girl walks.
Oh, yes.
And he turns around and it had that picture of Steph going to Poole after he hit that three and Clay in the background. Like, what?
Yeah, I did see that.
Telling you,
That's hilarious.
Relationships changing.
He makes a lot of tough shots for his age. I'll give him that.
32 to 22
Look at
now.
my Steph.
Golden State.
He has a lot of confidence. You said young Steph. Yeah, I mean he has his confidence is on high. His confidence is on high for sure, man. Because you would think with guys like Steph and Clay, you're like, yo, why is he taking that shot? But man, I mean, that it'd be going in. So most of the time, he got 2 half-court heaves before the end of quarters that really changed the momentum.
That one in Game 5, I can't tell you how much we needed that because we had a terrible third quarter.
Terrible.
Oh my goodness, bro! I was in here screaming, dog. I'm like, "What are y'all doing, bro?" Like, oh my god, I was so mad.
Then on the fourth, he knocks down a couple middies. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, Tatum looked terrible in that fourth quarter. He was airballing. I think he missed like 2 free throws in a row. I'm like, yo, like what is going on here?
I think I counted 5 air balls that he shot that game.
Listen, people. I mean, listen, man. I know he's had a great finals, and he can still have a great game right here. There's still a lot of time left, but not top 5.
The reason I think a lot of those air balls is that defense that's played on him had him shook, and he was a little tired. He maybe rested 4 minutes. I think they said. Who's been guarding Tatum a lot on defense?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Who was it? I'm not for sure.
I don't know who it is either. I think he wears number 22.
Okay.
Name doesn't ring a bell for me.
Oh, Wiggins. That's who it is. Okay. We'll bring up Robbie's comment here.
He's gonna get
about the fake. Go ahead.
No.
We talked about this earlier.
We talked about that earlier, Robbie. It's hilarious.
It's stupid.
The ban is too extreme. I mean,
I could see if it was like a year at best, but for life is like. And then on top of that, like, because here's the thing: like, I saw like a little bit of the clip. Like, whenever they asked him to leave, he left respectfully. It wasn't like he fought.
Yeah.
So I know that he did something wrong, but I don't think it was worth like getting banned for life. But This is where real Clay needs to come into play and be like, "Hey, y'all, like it ain't that serious."
Yeah, look at us. We don't even look that much alike, other than he cut his goatee like mine.
That'd be full circle if he, they at the parade. He's on the boat. He's on the boat. Every Clay
together.
That'd be great. I can see that.
I'm telling you, that would be the best. And maybe this is why it was a little more believable for the security, as Trent said, terrible security. Maybe where you had a camera guy with him, there's like, maybe Clay's got somebody he's doing a documentary or something like that.
Doing a vlog, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Or, vloggermentary, if that's a thing. So, I don't know.
Well, you say vloggermentary?
Yes. So, I'm telling you, if you act like you know what you're doing, you can get by with a lot. We're
on a 16-0 run. That's wild.
But I think it's hilarious. You've got me all thinking about that parade now. If they were to win it, that would be hilarious. Or if Clay just came out with a shirt of him, the fake Clay, in a Clay uniform, like he's repping his own self, but it's really the fake Clay, and see if anybody would get it.
Oh,
yo, what? Jordan Poole, come on, baby, come on,
bro. Nah, bro.
No, I hadn't seen that, Trent. He said it's not the first time he actually drove into the players' parking lot.
Oh
or
yeah.
the parking
Oh yeah.
garage.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Wow.
Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, Nick. Calm
Take it
down.
back. Take it back. I'm not gonna get too excited because we know how this team can be. We know how they can be.
Oh. Good Lord, it looked like Draymond just flattened that ball when he fell.
Wow.
If Poole pulls it from out there, boys. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're behind.
Yeah, he just now pulled it, and he missed. Like, y'all are on fire for that. Okay, he hit it from top of the key.
Right. Yeah. That.
Okay. Woo, man, he missed the three. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Poole is in 6 minutes with 11 points. Who had that fast break dunk right then? Who was that?
It's kicking up.
22? Oh, it's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought this man didn't have help after game one.
exactly.
What happened, man? He needs help. Yeah, the media. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay, here's the thing. And I still think this, and you all may hate me now, but I know we've said it before. The Celtics have a better team, don't you all think? It's just
Oh yeah, without question they do.
the
How?
Warriors are so streaky, I think.
Wait,
So-
you're saying how?
So the Celtics have a better team? They don't have more depth than
They
the
don't
Warriors.
have the full depth, but
Right.
as far as like 6, 7, like I feel like they're the better team. Defense and everything.
I think Boston has the better team. It's just the Golden State has the more experience. I feel like that's where it's really came down to. I mean, at least in this series. In this series, Boston's team has been a little bit better because when you look at it, like besides like Wiggins and Steph, it's like, what other guys have really made that significant of an impact? Jordan Poole's been on and off. Clay has never really been able to find that rhythm himself. Even other guys like who came off the bench, like Otto Porter had a strong game 3, I believe, and then struggled in game 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, when you look at Boston compared to us, I know that Tatum and Brown, or I know at least Tatum hasn't shot the ball well, but he still had great production from guys like Derek White, Al Horford, and the rest of these guys. So
Horford had that one good game, bro. Rest of the series, he's been
he was solid on defense for the most part as well.
He's been cold. He's been cold on offense, though. I think like the last 4 games, he's combined for the amount he had in game 1. So he's been Marcus Smart. Man, I guess guarding Curry is a hassle, man. And then you got to go score on the other end. It's a tall task. Poole, you got Poole. You see right here, he's a heat check guy. He could get it going at any moment. Gary Payton's getting like 12, just off like easy transition buckets, cutting to the basket. I mean, you said Porter. I mean, that's like 7 guys right there, bro. Other than Looney has some great games in this playoffs. Obviously it's different now because Horford and Williams, they present a challenge to him. But I think that's why I picked them. I said depth and experience. I feel like that's what they had over Boston, and it's showing right now. I mean, this guy's doing sidestep threes in front of Horford and Brown. I mean, it's crazy.
Is this Horford's first finals? Yes, this is his first finals.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Wiggins' first finals too.
Oh yeah. Do you think? I don't know how much Wiggins has on his contract or anything like that, or many years.
I can look it up.
He has 1 year left.
Okay.
So
He's getting that bag. He's definitely getting the bag.
no doubt.
And the thing about it is like the owners are trying to keep this whole core together, whether it's Steph, Dre, Clay, Wiggins, Poole. He's definitely gonna have to go over the luxury tax.
Luxury tax.
I don't know. Like,
He's been doing that for like what 5 years. It was they got KD. So
I ain't trying to be Steph Curry out here cheering, hitting the ref. I feel like the court is slightly changing, and I know you guys disagree with me on that, but I mean, there's no room for Clay on this team.
yo, what is you've been like the biggest Clay hater for like the last week.
I have, but I mean, look what Poole's doing for you.
Clay is still. I mean, look. I mean, we have to remember the circumstances.
And I'm with you. I'm with you because he didn't. Right, he had his 2
he's
years
got
off.
2 years.
I'm with you, but he better ball out next year. Is all I'm saying, because how are you going to be paying Clay all this, plus give Poole the bag and try to sign Wiggins back where he's happy too?
Make it
He's
happen.
gonna block and foul on Draymond. Oh my goodness.
You got to make it happen, man. They're not trading Clay, bro.
Clay is too important to that team.
They're not trading.
I love Clay. I like
Because-
Clay on the team.
Because here's the thing: you're gonna put Poole in the starting lineup. He's not even half the defender that Clay is.
That's my thing, though. Like, you know, like who else are you gonna bring in that brings that defensive presence like Clay does?
Yeah,
I know that you'll still have Wiggins, but it's like
Wiggins.
nah.
But
And then on top of that,
Wiggins doesn't have the space.
Wiggins is nowhere near the sniper that Clay is
Right,
either.
that's exactly. I was just about to say that exactly. So it's like
You have that in Poole though.
but you got both in Clay.
Yes, you got an elite two-way player.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
And you want to talk about an elite 3-and-D guy, and I know that Clay can create his own shot to say the least, but he was talking about like an elite 3-and-D guy like that. You know what I'm saying? Clay is that guy for you.
I love Clay, and I think he's very pivotal to the franchise of this team. But I'm just telling you, man, I just feel like something's got to give. There's no way that you can pay everybody. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a cap. Yeah, you're right. It's a soft cap. It's not like the NFL, but it's like baseball. It's a soft salary cap. So that luxury tax, bro. I mean, Joe Lacob. I mean, he said he really don't care. I mean, they keep winning championships. They're gonna make it back on the back end. So it's just the more parades, the more parades. The tax fee is nothing, man.
I just don't see how. I mean, because, let me ask you this. If you're Poole and Golden State doesn't offer you the max, are you staying?
What you mean? What's the max? What's the max for Poole? What does that look like?
I was about to say, hang on. Because I mean,
I said 4 over 80.
4 over 80?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, I mean, if somebody's offering, I thought Wiggins was about to try to dunk that. If someone offers Poole more, do you think he stays? I mean, like,
if it's close to what Golden State is offering him, yeah, I think he stays. But if not, yeah, he's out of there. They're giving him like 30, like I think what you mean by the max, then he's out of there. I mean, I'm thinking,
Jesus, this is exactly what I be talking about with this team, bro. Now it's an 8-point game. They're on a 7-0 run.
Okay, so we got 2 comments here, and one says Clay, Steph, and Dre aren't going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
And then the next one says Poole isn't going anywhere, and I do think he has a lot to learn from Steph. I think that's why he's blossomed so much on this. So, I mean, you're saying there's 4 guys right there that are not going anywhere. Are they just not going to have the rest of the team and pay these guys?
Well, to be honest, like I feel like if a team does offer Poole more, I feel like he probably would leave.
Remember, they still got Moody, Kuminga, Wiseman. So they're good.
Poole could possibly believe that he's a starting guard in the league, and as long as Steph is there,
what's up, man?
That's probably more likely not going to happen.
Nothing much. Just tuning into Game 6 of the NBA Finals. I'm going to see here if Nick Andre is popping champagne tonight or if he has to wait on hold for Game 7.
Well, I ain't got no champagne, but I got me a gallon of spring water right here. So
there we go.
I pick it up a little bit.
Top off too.
Hey, maybe the spring water is for the but the actual Count the Bucket episode Sunday.
That's we gotta pop. We know we gotta pop off. Oh my god. Well, I don't know, man. This team is so unpredictable. We're just up 15, and now Boston's on a 7-0 run.
Oh my god. My bad. My mistake.
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
It sounded like me.
It was you. I pulled it up on Facebook. My bad. Rookie mistake. All me. So, Matt, I want to ask you real quick. Can they keep Poole, Steph, which obviously Steph is not going anywhere, Dre, and Clay on this team, and keep Wiggins as well?
I believe they can. I believe they most certainly can. I think Jordan Poole kind of knows his role. At the moment, I feel like the Warriors could definitely run it back with this team for another year. Now, can they run it back for 2 years? I don't know about 2 years, but I do definitely believe for one more year, I think you can run it back with the same team. And when you think about it, this Warriors team, they make it to the NBA Finals. They're going to get even better once James Wiseman gets healthy. A lot of people forget before James Wiseman got hurt, he was one of the top prospects in his draft class. He was one of the top guys off the board. But then he's had injuries that have kind of derailed his career a little bit. But if James is healthy, the Warriors got their center. They can make the case of, hey, maybe they could trade it for Gobert. I'm just like, I'll take my chances on James Wiseman. I'll save him while he's still on his rookie deal instead of taking on the big contract in Gobert. So right. I think the Warriors they can run it back with this same team. I think for one more year. I think you give another year with this roster, and if it's fully healthy, don't be shocked if they go back again. This team was banged up a lot. You look at guys like Gary Payton, even Iguodala, they weren't even playing a lot for most of these playoffs until the conference finals and NBA finals. So once they're healthy, once James gets healthy, who's to say the Warriors can't go back to the NBA finals?
Yeah, they have a good shot. They definitely have a good shot.
And especially
Kuminga,
when
they still got some young talent.
And especially if we're being honest here, you look at the teams that are coming up this year in the Western Conference. In my honest opinion, there's only 3 solidified teams in the Western Conference that you can make an argument can make to the NBA Finals: the Golden State Warriors, the Dallas Mavericks because they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and they add Christian Wood. And then you look at Memphis just because they're a team to where they're keeping the same roster and they're only going to get better.
Clippers.
The others, but here's the thing: there are a lot of question marks about the Clippers. How is Kawhi going to look? Is he still going to be the same? Obviously, we know about Paul George. It's the same thing how I feel about the LA Lakers. Yes, you have LeBron. Yes, you have Anthony Davis. Yes, you have Russell Westbrook. But how are you going to look? Is AD going to stay healthy? How is Darvin Ham going to be as a
Darvin Ham is the answer in LA. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they say.
Like how is he going to look? Obviously there's been a lot of good press about Darvin Ham. There's been a lot of good press about him. There's been a lot of good press of him saying that he's going to utilize Russell Westbrook, that he's going to discipline him. He's going to make sure he knows his thing. But there are a lot of question marks. Even the same thing when you look at the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz look like they're going to be on their way to a rebuild. This Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert situation is not working. They have tried the last couple of years, and it's just fallen flat on their face. It seems like ever since they blew that 3-1 lead to Denver, that team's pretty much collapsed. They're a shell of themselves. And even when you think about it, if we're being honest here, the Utah Jazz should have beat the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks went 3 games without Luka, and somehow Utah was down 2-1. How are you down 2-1 and let Brunson score 41 points when they don't have their best player, Luka Doncic? How do you let that happen if you're the Utah Jazz? When you have your big 3, you have Conley, you have Mitchell, and you have Gobert. Well, they're so-called big 3.
I'm going to tell you why.
It's a big one.
Tell you why.
Bro.
And it's not because of Quinn Snyder.
No, it's because they
are cursed.
Is Rasheed Wallace on the bench for the Lakers?
Yeah. They're looking to get him onto the bench. I think it's funny, like for Rasheed Wallace, you look at him and he's like, hey, you know what? I played against this guy LeBron, back in my Detroit Pistons days, and now here I am going to be a head coach for him.
Darvin Ham played against LeBron too.
Yeah, they was on the same team. They was on that same Pistons team, exactly. Yeah,
that's pretty much where it is now.
Next thing you need is Mo Williams. If you add Mo Williams, if he's retired, might as well throw him on.
I think I still, the only thing with the Lakers, I'll say this because I don't want to talk about them too much. But
the final, right?
This is the NBA final. This isn't ESPN.
The rest of their roster is dirt, to say the least.
Clay was
old
upset
dirt
with that pass, wasn't he? I'm probably way behind the Draymond, the back pass.
Yeah,
He's shaking his head like crazy. He was mad about that. I bet you if it's the pool though, he probably would have got it and probably laid it in for 2.
Damn. That boy Steph is cold, bro.
cold blooded. He was just up.
And they a third quarter team. Oh boy.
Hey, it's right. Hey, in Boston too.
You know you're old when you're playing for guys you played against. That's a fact.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, hey, look at Brady. Look at Brady. Brady's been playing long enough. Some of these cats weren't even born yet. I mean, look at the guys like Zach Wilson or just recently this rookie class.
Word.
Oh,
I don't think we ever question, like, you know how like LeBron has said, like, you know, he wants to one day play with his son, but does his son want to play with him?
He got 1 year left from that Laker deal, man. Y'all got 1 more year to figure it out.
And he's not signing that extension.
Y'all got 1 more year to figure it out, man. It's him and Bronny. Versus the world, man. Him and Bronny versus the world. Right at 23
against the world.
Yeah, and coming to you in Oklahoma City.
Oh no,
because Oklahoma City's got all the draft picks.
Yeah, they do.
Listen, I'm sorry. I don't think. Well, I won't say that.
Politics won't let that happen, though.
Oh, what are you gonna say, Michael?
I was just gonna say I don't know if Bronny is gonna be up to LeBron standards. I'll say that as far as being in.
Nobody's gonna be up to LeBron standards.
I think he'll be all-star caliber, but I don't know about like GOAT status, like the best player in the league for like decades.
Right. So I think no matter what, though, I'm taking him first pick because LeBron's probably coming too. Oh, look at these comments that are coming in now. We just had this discussion. Is Steph's career better than Bron's if he wins?
Nope.
I told you these.
No, I mean, looking at LeBron, the guy went to 8 straight NBA finals.
Trent, I'm with you. I think yes.
I mean, what kind of
wrong with y'all people, man?
No way.
What I mean, we haven't seen a feat like that since the '60s Celtics. You know, going to 8 straight NBA finals. You know, he may have not had a good record in those 8 straight finals.
And the East was trash.
Only winning 3 of them. But you know, just getting there.
This was trash.
Just getting there though, it's incredible.
No, it wasn't very good. The East wasn't very good.
It wasn't very good.
Oh yeah, that is so true. There were teams in the past that would win maybe 39 games.
Paul George. Indiana Paul George team. You had
but they would face them in round 2 or the conference finals.
Which one you talking about? You talking about after the injury?
I'm talking about through the course of like LeBron's 8 straight finals appearance. Like, you know, he dealt with Indiana.
Yeah, he obviously versed great teams. I mean, he versed the young prime Derrick Rose in 2011. You know, 2012 he versed the last of the Boston Celtics. 2013, I believe he versed the Indiana Pacers. That was with Paul George. 2014, I think that was Indiana again, right? Because they made it back to back.
Now, 15 is like a wash.
15 was the Hawks. The Hawks had to be one of the worst 60-win teams I've ever seen. How do you get swept that badly in 4 games? I mean, I know LeBron's a beast, but I mean, you didn't even put up a fight in those 4 games. And then 2016, you versed the Raptors. And then let's see, 2017. I think 2017 and 18, LeBron versus the Celtics beat them both times.
2017, yep.
Yeah, because that was with, I think, Isaiah Thomas was 2017, and then 2018. That was when Jason.
Okay, so basically, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, like the first 4 finals when he was with Miami, it was more competitive, and then the last 4 with Cleveland,
terrible.
Wasn't as
it was terrible. Like when you think about his run in Cleveland, like when they did make the championship, his pathway through the East was pretty much easy. I mean, you look at the only team that might have given him some competition in that run in Cleveland was either the Raptors in 2016 or the Celtics in 2018. That's about it.
I remember that Pacers team, Oladipo, they had to go 7.
Yeah,
that is
That's how
true.
bad that team was. That's how bad that Cavs team was.
And it's crazy that LeBron. It's crazy that LeBron carried that squad to the finals and dropped 51 in game 1, but Henny Smith decided to Henny out in game 1.
See, that's the thing about it though. But like, people fail to acknowledge that LeBron had
after that game that solidified LeBron leaving Cleveland.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
After that game, he's like, yeah, I'm out of here.
But he dropped 51. But to me, I felt like he let his emotions get to him in overtime. For him to
That's what I'm saying. Like he
basket.
he didn't play with the same aggression in overtime that he did throughout those first 4 quarters. Because he had 49 through the first 4 quarters throughout regulation. Then he only had 2 points at the free throw line during overtime. The Cavs should have won that game 1.
Yeah,
there's no question about it. They should have won that game.
Yeah,
because
they definitely would not have won the series though. They probably would have got.
Oh no, I mean they
games.
They definitely would have won the series.
Absolutely, they were getting blasted. I knew they were going to get blasted either way. As soon as they looked,
everybody knew Golden State was losing, or everybody knew Golden State was winning.
I was like, damn, bro.
We got Game 6 Clay making a 3.
Damn, about 21. That's tough. Oh man, they're going outside. Tatum,
going outside.
Tatum.
Hey, all I know is after this, the Celtics will still have 17 titles, just like the Lakers. So I'm okay with
the
that.
Lakers don't have that many titles.
There's a lot of Laker fans going.
Oh, really, Michael? Come on now.
There was a statement, I can't remember what I've seen. It was on Twitter that they were saying that some player, they didn't want to retire their jersey as a Laker because most of his career was with who came to the Lakers?
You're talking about?
Who are you talking about? Are you saying Karl Malone or Gary Payton?
No.
We're talking about Minneapolis?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, you talking about Mikan?
Yes, Mikan. That's exactly what it was. They said they didn't want to retire his number because most of his career was with Minneapolis. Right. And then somebody put on there and said, well, then technically the Lakers don't have 16 to 17 titles because that's where some of those titles came from.
Yeah, Mikan won 5?
I think. I mean, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah, he won a couple because you look at since the Lakers moved to Los Angeles, I believe they won 12 and they won 5 when they were in Minneapolis.
So the Lakers only have 12.
If you're, you know what?
If Mikan can't be retired, then how do you count those championships?
His jersey's not retired by the Lakers?
No, I'm pretty sure it's not because they said most of his career was with the other team.
That's stupid.
Now I'm quoting Twitter, so please go fact check me here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to go on Google right now. Look at that.
I'm googling it right now too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So retired numbers. They got number 11. Excuse me. They got 11. They have 8. They got Kobe's 2 numbers. They got Wilt Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor. Let's see. They got 25. They got Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, James Worthy, Jerry West, and let's see.
Not LeBron James. He's not retired yet, guys. I was just throwing.
Not yet. Not yet. He's probably going to get his number.
Wait, not yet. Do you think Lakers retire his number?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially.
I don't know if he actually deserves it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Michael. They don't have his number retired. So they have Chick Hearn. They have Chick Hearn. They have Jamal Wilkes.
Please be double zero.
They have Jamal Wilkes, Jerry West, James Worthy, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem, Magic, Gail Goodrich, Kobe Bryant's 2 numbers, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain.
We didn't talk about Gail Goodrich in the top 10 for Lakers.
Yeah, he stayed for the Lakers for 9 years, averaged 19 points, 4.2 assists in 687 games. He made the All-NBA team. All-NBA first team, was a 4-time All-Star. Yeah, that's weird. How's Mike can not have his number retired?
That's kind of crazy, man.
That's kind of out of pocket. That's kind of out of pocket. No, of course not. That would be the same for like the LA Rams. You'd only count 1 title for the LA Rams because the other one's in St. Louis.
You want number 99?
Do what? What'd you say, Nick?
I was saying George Michael wore number 99. Like, wow.
Dang it. It's close to 0-0. I'll go with that.
One thing I will say, though, is if Pau Gasol's getting his jersey number retired, which is going to happen, then Mikan should definitely get his number retired.
I say with Cleveland for sure. Yeah, Miami and Cleveland. Yeah, he's gonna get LeBron's gonna get jersey retired by Cleveland and Miami.
Come on, that was a goaltend.
One thing I will say though is if somehow, some way the Lakers go on some unprecedented run in the next 2 years, that's the only way how I can see LeBron getting his jersey number retired.
So Matt, as a Laker fan, how do you feel about Anthony Davis not shooting a ball since April 5th?
Yeah, I'm so glad.
I mean, I'm a little shocked, especially because he was in street clothes all the time. So I was kind of shocked that he waited until after, hadn't shot a shot since April 5th. But there is a thing called the off season, so I can understand him taking a break. But I mean, for almost 2 months of not shooting a basketball, and on top of that, you were hurt for most of the year. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to see from that because what I took away from it, I'm just like, wait. So, I mean, I understand it's the offseason. Go ahead, take your break, do your thing, recuperate. But you also didn't even play. Like, you were in street clothes months on end.
Yeah, he got bullied in the shooting, bro.
And now, what was funny was we saw a post. I think it was with the Lethal Shooter. With Lethal Shooter, he was there.
Bullied into getting in the gym.
Yeah, how I look at it, I look at it from a standpoint of I understand it's the off season. Like you go ahead, take your time, recover your body, but you were hurt. What took you so long to decide? I mean, Michael, this is your Kentucky boy. This is Anthony Davis.
He's playing with Lakers now. He's turned.
No,
he's running him like that.
No,
he's with LeBron.
Can't do that.
No, come on. I bet you when he was in New Orleans, he was your boy.
He should have been MVP, but he was with New Orleans.
You know what, Michael? I bet you if he was in New Orleans, you would have tried to pull off his hairstyle just like you did with Devin Booker. But because he's with old man LeBron and in LA, you recited him.
Hey, my hate.
Malik Monk is out there too. Have you discredited him?
No, I like Monk. And I like Anthony Davis. I'm just playing with you guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, you better be, because I was going to say, ain't no way you hating on the Kentucky boys like that.
All I can say is...
Especially Anthony Davis, who brought you a national championship.
Correct.
Absolutely, yeah. There's no turning back on him. But AD, getting some bubble wrap, go work on some basketball. Just stay healthy. Can we?
That's literally the only thing I want out of Anthony Davis is to stay healthy. That's the only thing I want.
So Robbie says the thing about Davis thing is he is in the NBA. He has a chip. He doesn't care if he's getting his bag regardless.
But see, that's like
one thing I will say though is I can't wait to see what Rasheed Wallace is able to do with Anthony Davis, because seeing how good a player Rasheed was, especially on that defense, like if Rasheed could help Anthony Davis out, maybe AD could turn into that defensive player of the year that he once was in 2020 when he was in the running. I mean, because a lot of people forget in 2020 when, before the bubble went down, Anthony Davis was in the running for a defensive player of the year.
I feel like he should have won it that year.
I think so too. I think he should have won it over the Greek Freak, who was absolutely horrendous, in the playoffs that year. Mm-hmm. I mean, he got absolutely embarrassed by Miami. Now, granted, he's been on the Vengeance Tour the last 2 years, won a championship, and then made it to the second round. But you look at that Miami series, he was completely outclassed and outschooled by the whole Miami Heat squad, head coaching included. Like, all you literally had to do that series was just tell Giannis, hey, just stop him from driving. He's nothing. Safe to say, Giannis learned from that series, because now he's got somewhat of a jumper.
Well, they got better shooters around him too now. Mm-hmm. That was a big
it's so wild though. Like I tweeted this earlier. Like in 2019.
You tweet a lot.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah,
like 95,000 tweets, baby.
I look on Twitter. I'm just like, man, dude, Nick's got like 10 tweets a day.
95,000 Twitter tweets all time.
No need to call him Nick Andre. I'm gonna call him Tweet Andre. Because he's so he
literally
lives on Twitter.
That. I like that. Honestly.
I look at him. I'm just like, so Twitter is like Nick's second home. Okay.
Do you know how many people come up to me and be like, "Oh, I saw your tweet about this or that"? I get that at least probably 4 or 5 times.
And then literally not even 2 minutes ago, Nick pulls smoking that Boston pack. 2 minutes ago, saying "Stop playing," all caps.
While we're on the show, tweet away.
We're on the show, I mean, just look at this. Smoking on that Boston pack.
I've been tweeting that the entire series. I've been tweeting.
He has been, and then 4 minutes, and then get this: 4 minutes ago, goaltend. 25 minutes ago, I'm trying so hard not to smile right now.
Oh man. I forgot I was even. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up a tweet that I put up earlier today saying that in 2019, when they had the debate about who was better between Giannis and AD, I was going with AD. But now looking back 3 years later, I think it's kind of no debate. It's Giannis.
Wait, Nick, why you say my boy Deuce Tatum?
Because that's my boy, man. Deuce is my guy, man. Regardless of this series, man. I like Deuce.
It's not even close now, bro. I used to think the same thing, but now it's.
I don't know if it's not close.
It's not close.
Just, we haven't seen
close,
AD
man. I'm
play.
sorry. Giannis has improved tremendously since 2019 in ways that I did not expect him to. Like, I did not expect it. I mean, I know that his outside shot is still a work in progress, but he's working on it, and he's actually slowly improving as far as from the mid range and even from beyond the 3-point line.
From an accolade perspective, it's not even close.
Oh yeah, and
then also we should have known that the Warriors were going to be this dominant because Nick said 6 hours ago, "Bitch, we winning the title tonight." I'm too anxious.
Is this going to be an episode where we just read off every tweet that I put out?
The sad thing is,
this is in a span of 6 hours.
Because if LeBron had Giannis, he would have passed Jordan right now. So
no, that's wild to me. You got 95,000 tweets.
But
you want to know what's so crazy? Is that
AD was healthy? Would it be different though?
So you said what happened?
If AD wasn't hurt, would he be in the finals right now with the Lakers?
No,
not this year.
No.
I think here's one thing I will say. I think we could have been in the finals last year because when you think about it, when the Lakers were healthy last year, we were one of the top teams in the Western Conference. We were a top 3 seed, and then everybody got hurt, and we fell to 7.
Right.
I'd say we could have at least now NBA Finals would have been tough, but I would have said we would have made it to the conference finals against maybe Phoenix. I think we could have easily made it to the conference finals in 2021. Now this year was a shit show. To be quite honest, it was a full-on disaster. Everything went terrible. We weren't healthy. Everything just went south. And then on top of that, the Celtics made it to the NBA Finals, so that made it even worse. So I'm glad the Warriors were up 3-2 right now. Because if Boston comes back and they win the title, one, we will not hear the end of it from Mark in the NBA chat. And then two, on top of that, the Celtics winning the championship, getting banner number 18. And are further than the Lakers, who just missed the playoffs. Oh, that'll be like a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
they're like
that. That was literally. I remember. I even told this. I just had an episode yesterday with my boy Caleb. I was talking about the NBA Finals. I was saying if the Celtics even before the NBA Finals started on June 2nd, I said if the Celtics win the NBA Finals, this will be every Lakers fan's nightmare because not only do you miss the play-in tournament and miss the playoffs. But then on top of that, your biggest rivals ever one-up you again and get championship number 18. That would literally be.
But it hasn't even been a rivalry.
I know.
There we go. We on the Lakers conversation, man. We've been on this.
That hasn't even been a rivalry in like a decade, to be honest.
Well, that is true because I mean, you look at Kobe Powell and then you look at the Celtics big three. That was something.
After that, yeah.
And then you have the Zen Master versus Doc Rivers. That was something.
Okay, so this is my last question on the Lakers, and I want to move on. Like, as the Lakers fan, Matt, we know there is a new coaching staff coming, but where do you see this Laker team going? Because I mean, unless they have some big moves coming in the offseason, I don't see them getting rid of anybody. We know Westbrook's coming back. Even with Darvin Ham, I don't think Westbrook fits with his team. That's just my opinion, and I don't really see him really making that much of a difference. He may have a slightly better year than what he did this past year, but I don't think he's going to make that much of an impact. So that's just my opinion. Even though they got a new coach.
I think here one thing I will say, I think with his new coaching staff, I think the Lakers could make it to round 2. I think we can make the playoffs and win a series. I think depending upon where we're seated, depending upon where we are, I mean. If this team, if somehow Russell Westbrook bounces back, I mean that's the key thing. If Westbrook bounces back, I mean this Lakers team is going to be up there.
What's the other 12 play? Who's the other 12 players on your team?
We'll figure it out. Don't you worry about that.
If Golden State can pay everyone on their team, then they can figure it out too.
Hey! Don't you
like Joe Lacob though.
Don't you worry about what the Lakers do, CJ. You got a dinosaur as your head coach in the Knicks. You got other problems to worry about.
about
No. You want to know what sucks? You want to know what sucks, Nick?
Take away-
The Knicks have had a better record than the Lakers the last 2 years.
take away LeBron going there. Y'all are poverty just like us.
I mean, he's not
And
wrong.
honestly,
You're not wrong. It's literally like the New Orleans Pelicans.
Time Kobe got hurt.
Hang on, Michael. We got to stay out of this. We got to step back.
No, I'm just saying,
Here's one thing I will say: if we
LeBron
didn't get LeBron, we'd still have our young core. We'd still have Brandon Ingram. We still have Lonzo Ball. We still have Julius Randle. We just
hold up, time out. Referee stepping in here. I can't let any Laker fan act like that young core was going to be good because you all hated on them so bad. That's why-
I didn't hate on.
Laker fans did hate on them, but they all had a bright future though.
hated BI. They said Zoe was not going to shine.
I didn't hate Bi. What are you talking about?
You, but yo,
I remember Kuzma was their guy. Kuzma was the guy.
Kuzma was that guy.
Kobe and all that.
Kuzma was better than Lonzo his first year and a half. His first year and a half, Kuzma was the better player.
it was Kuzma over Tatum. The narratives were crazy.
Oh yeah, that was so wild. I remember that.
God.
I remember that. That was wild.
Oh jeez.
There's a
that was
true
out of
LeBron
pocket.
fan right here. He was a Cleveland fan then, so he didn't hate on the young core because he was following LeBron wherever he went. Now he's a Lakers fan.
No. I think one thing I will say is if LeBron did it,
Love
if
you,
LeBron never showed up to the Lakers, I think we just would have kept with this young core. And I honestly don't know what the hell would happen.
I would have had Luke Walton as your head coach. Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
That's quite a scene. That's quite a scene. Maybe if they still would have included a play and maybe sneaking as a play-in, but like a 10 seed, kind of be like the Charlotte Hornets.
Maybe.
But we would have kept that young core, and then maybe
Were they
Ingram would have
poverty last
developed.
year?
They all needed to leave to get better.
I mean, Brandon Ingram was doing pretty decent. He was starting to get better, and then LeBron came in and kind of took his spot.
Everybody was calling him a bust, man.
Who's that? Zoe?
I want to see who.
too.
I want to know what Laker fans were calling Brandon Ingram a bust.
Bro,
Oh,
what?
a lot of Laker fans
Yo,
were calling him a bust.
First 2 years, he's only averaged 9 points. You forgot? Come on, bro.
He said, "You forgot."
Yeah, I didn't forget. First 2 years, he only averaged 9 points.
Like, trust me, like that whole entire one year was like 2017. There was like no like Kuzma over Ingram. It was Kuzma over Ingram the entire time.
Wait.
It was 22 because when the trade went down,
Didn't Kuzma get drafted in like 2018 or 2019?
I think it was 17 the same year as Lonzo.
The same year as Lonzo.
Oh shit, yeah. Because I remember because we foolishly took fucking Lonzo instead of Tatum. How the hell is Tatum fall to third? He got drafted by fucking over Markelle Fultz and then Lonzo Ball. The man didn't even have a jump shot.
Hindsight 2020, man.
Wiggins or Eagles?
LeVar Ball. That's
Bro, that man LeVar Ball literally spoke whatever he said into existence. He said that Lonzo was going to go to the Lakers, and he said that LaMelo was going to win Rookie of the Year. And what the hell happens? Those exact same things happen.
Crazy. Wiggins or Ingram?
No. What was wild is during that time when LeVar was on First Take, giving it to Stephen A. Smith. That will forever be hilarious.
Yeah.
But you know what? The one thing that I will say is that like that pressure, I don't think it was fair on like those young Laker core like Ingram, Kuzma, Lonzo.
And then on top of that, when Lonzo Fisher, not Lonzo Fisher,
Right, but I mean,
Lonzo Ball had to wear
like,
that
the only reason why
had to
was-
wear that Derek Fisher number 2 jersey.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, it was. I rooted for him in LA. I thought if he had some more time.
But here's the thing, though. Like, you guys got to think about it, though. Like, that was like what, a year after Kobe retired. So now it was like for Laker fans, it was like who's going to be the next Kobe? And I felt like
that is
Ingram,
true.
and a lot of those guys were getting a lot of pressure, and they were just never able to live up to that moment, which wasn't really fair for them.
No, and then what's also on top of that, it's kind of like when you play for the Lakers, it's almost like an unfair standard just because of all of like the championship success, like in the past. There's always going to be
Laker fans are spoiled, man.
Yeah, almost too spoiled. It's contagious. It's ridiculous. It's just like the same thing for like CJ and the Yankees. It's like it's spoiled. It's just like, oh, but you got 27 rings to sleep on.
Like you got to think like at one point their starting lineup was like Robert Sacre.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
that was bad.
Wesley Johnson and like a lot of these dudes.
Lou Admonson, poverty.
Chris Kaman was on that team too, I believe.
So,
I remember.
Washed up
So-
Chris Kaman.
I want to know.
No, remember
CJ,
that one
were they poverty
guy that
last
caught the
season
ball
or
and then
this
just
season?
yellowed it backwards?
wait, what happened?
Were
What'd you say,
they
Michael?
poverty- Were they poverty this season too?
No question.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well, yeah,
No question.
The Lakers this season, I will not deny it. We were
Okay.
poverty.
Bringing Russ there was the worst thing.
Oh, absolutely,
say,
and
was.
especially with all
I'm
the
sa-
stuff especially with all the stuff that we gave up. We gave up KCP, Montrezl Harrell.
But
Wow.
y'all wasn't. No, you gotta
That
say.
whole narrative.
Nah,
is
come on,
changed.
Y'all
Dude,
weren't
we-
saying that. Y'all were like send Kuzma to Shanghai. Keep it consistent, bro. Keep it consistent, bro.
I'm just,
Y'all was
I'm
trying to
just
get
saying.
rid of KCP and Kuzma, bro.
I'm
Keep it
just,
consistent.
I'm
You
just
gotta admit,
saying.
though,
I'm
Kuzma
just
was
saying.
playing terrible in his last
I'm-
few years in LA.
Nah,
I'm just-
right. That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
just-
So now you go to the Wizards. Oh, like we should have kept Kuzma. Oh man,
I'm
okay.
That's
just-
how they were with
I'm
Ingram.
just-
That's how they were with
I'm
Ingram
just
when he went to New
saying-
Orleans.
That's what I'm saying.
just-
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just,
All
I'm just
out of
saying.
control now.
I am just saying we gave up too much. we gave up a lot to get Westbrook, and we got Westbrook instead.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
The
the
one
I
thing
was-
that I'll
here's-
say,
No, here's one thing I will say. I was pissed off when Russell Westbrook said to the Lakers, like, "Oh, did you expect to come here to win?" It's like, no, I just came here to play. I was like, bro, why would you even say that? You go to the Lakers and you want to win.
How
Like,
did it-
what?
as soon as he said that, it was over.
After that, I'm just like, oh hey, I'm like, oh heck no, you're getting Westbrook 24/7.
Not on that team.
Ah.
Should've said that. Not on that team.
No,
I'm
man.
still-
I feel bad for Frank. Frank didn't deserve what happened to him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Frank
Vogel's
got
skunk, man. He
dealt
deserved.
Frank got dealt a bad hand. I mean, yeah, he won a championship for us in the bubble. I thank him for that. But then afterwards, it was just kind of like, I mean, what is he supposed to do with all these injuries?
Frank Vogel did not have the team bought in. Didn't really have much.
No,
of
he
that.
didn't. And you could say, like, I'm so disappointed the Lakers didn't make any moves at the deadline.
Jason
I thought-
Kidd
I
was
thought
supposed to be our
I
head
thought-
They
coach.
don't have any trade assets.
They
At
have
all.
nothing.
you could have figured out something.
Like
Just,
what?
just anybody.
don't have-
At that point, you're not trading for Westbrook.
No, even like trade a bench player. Just wake up the team.
What bench player?
Player. Bazemore?
Malik Monk was
Any-
basically our third best player.
Anybody.
Yo, y'all don't have a first round pick until 2027, brother.
It's rough, boy.
This team is down bad.
Yeah,
And
bro.
LeBron is going to leave it next year.
I
Right?
mean,
That's what I'm saying. They're
like,
gonna go right back to poverty, bro. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
I don't think we'll ever be as low as poverty as the Knicks. The Knicks are pretty poverty.
Bro, y'all had back-to-back top 2 picks just 6 years ago, bro.
Hey, times change.
And you just said that the Knicks had a better record the past two seasons.
Well, yeah, they did.
With Julius Randle as the best player, bro. Come on.
Whoa. Hey.
Yeah, bro. I'm not getting into that. Man. I already said it.
No. If there's
Julius Randle before AD.
if there what?
I'm saying
No,
Michael's defending Julius Randle before AD.
No.
No. Which
AD.
which Kentucky boy you defending more, Michael? You defending Julius Randle or Anthony Davis?
I mean, AD all the way. He did get us a ring in 12.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like,
Okay, there you go. There you
Hesitation scared me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
One thing.
Randall's
one thing,
left-handed like me, so that helps him a little bit.
Okay.
one thing I will say, hopefully that we could all agree on, is Bobby Shmurda for governor.
Bobby Shmurda for governor. Nah, I'm good on that.
Side talk.
Wait till the Knicks get Zion. Nah, stop.
Nah,
I want to go back. Oh, let's go to something more realistic. Where you said
He
Wiggins.
barely fit on the card, man. He
Oh,
barely
yeah, did
fit
you say
on the
Wiggins
card.
or who do you say Wiggins or who?
Wiggins or Bi all the way.
Yeah, Bi. Bi is more talented in my opinion.
Mhm.
Wiggins is definitely a better defender and probably a lot stronger. But like the thing about Bi can play multiple positions. Like he can be a playmaker and he can really be a point guard when he needs to, and then also carry the load offensively. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bi.
I don't know.
yeah, I would say Brandon Ingram as well, just because he's coming up more consistent now. Like you look at Andrew Wiggins, I mean, he was a disaster in Minnesota. I mean, obviously he had too high of expectations. Like people were saying, like he was like the Canadian Kobe Bryant, and he never lived up to that kind of hype.
Disaster.
I don't
Disaster.
I don't know who was saying that because I did not see any Kobe
hey,
Wiggins.
That was a little green snake, not no black mamba in that. That's for sure.
He was a garden snake.
Garden
snake. Yeah.
Ooh.
What a guy.
But I will say this: I think we've learned now with Wiggins that he can't be the number one guy, but
he could be a number 3. He could be a good number 3,
and
number
be
4
an
guy.
outstanding
Wiggins?
Yeah.
He's number 2 right now.
Well, I mean,
You think
I'm just saying
he's
he's not the
number
number
2
one.
on
He said
State?
3.
What's that?
What's that to who? I'm saying that he can't be the number 1, 2, 3, whatever he needs to be. He can be an outstanding Robin, if you will. BI, I don't know. I think he had a great. Actually, he's rejuvenile his career with the Pelicans.
Rejuvenile?
Rejuvenate.
Did you mean to rejuvenate?
If you haven't noticed, I make up words all the time.
I was gonna say rejuvenile. I'm just like, wait a minute, excuse me.
He re-younged it, if that's the word.
Young did. What
But,
the bro?
See,
Where's this dictionary?
let me get to my point here.
Just say found of youth.
He just he's restarted his career.
Reincarnated.
That works too. Why not? So I don't know how he would play if he was like the number 2 guy, number 3 guy. But as somebody says, I rewrite the dictionary daily. It's the truth. But Brandon Ingram definitely. I mean, what did he get? He got most improved player 1 year, right?
Was improved All-Star appearance last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So,
let's see what kind of tweet Nick's putting up right now. I also
I'm texting in a group chat right now.
I sent this to CJ.
Not ours. Not ours.
I sent this to CJ earlier today, and I think we should have all known this. Steph Curry's coming off a bad shooting performance. There's Game 6 Clay. Draymond Green was finally looking like himself. Andrew Wiggins played like a beast in Game 5. Jordan Poole has Malika Andrews courtside. Warriors aren't losing Game 6. We should have known this.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of time.
Bring Malika Andrews in this, man. Like, leave her alone.
Hey, I didn't bring it. It was
no. I'm talking about whoever tweeted that.
I feel like BI has so much.
Well, no. The reason why they bring it up is because remember when Jordan Poole hit those 2 consecutive threes and looked at the so-called baddies that were right next to the Warriors, which they weren't baddies, they were ugly.
I think the Ingram pressure kind of went away though once that he went to New Orleans, don't you? Because I feel like when he was in LA, they thought he would have to be like this next savior for the Lakers while they were in their poverty stage.
But this is what I say all the time, though. Like, a lot of people, they're not meant to wear that purple and gold. Like, I feel like a lot of guys are able to thrive. Like, like, for example, we see what BI is doing in New Orleans. We see what
even D'Lo
in Washington.
Well, I mean, D'Lo kind of did it.
D'Lo in Brooklyn. Here's the thing. Here's another guy that I'll say too that's going to thrive once he leaves LA. Taylor Horton Tucker.
Maybe.
I feel like he's going to be a better player.
We should have traded him when his value was high. When his value was high, we should have cut bait. And just
I was trying to get Kyle Lowry for him, bro.
I would have much preferred Kyle Lowry over Taylor Horton Tucker.
Stop.
Probably back then at that time, yeah.
At the time, right now, you can't get anybody.
That was just last year, bro.
Boys, it is 66-47 on my screen. This game is getting out of hand.
It's no Ray Allen or LeBron on this.
Oh, dude, stop it. Curry is just.
It's no Ray Allen. It's no Ray Allen or LeBron.
72 to 50 right now.
Chill. Oh, they going out like this.
Oh, just look at this. Look at this. He just shot it. Look, step back. Man, it looked too easy.
They going out like this. Oh, this is sad.
Come on.
Look at
stop playing with my guy. Stop playing with my guy. Like,
nah. And especially in the purple shoes too.
They going how they going out this side though?
And, he heard all the things about Game 5. He heard everybody talking about Wiggins.
Yo, I thought what happened to that Wiggins FMVP, man?
Exactly. What was doing here?
Who would say Wiggins Finals MVP?
I said if Curry had a bad game, do you think there's a chance?
Oh, come on.
I did.
Come on. The man was averaging 30 the first 4 games of the series. 30.
Hey,
he was getting 30 in his sleep.
That's what I'm saying. They were up 50.
The man dropped 43 points in Game 4, down 2-1. If Curry doesn't have that performance, the Warriors are dead.
If Wiggins doesn't have his performance, past 2 games are dead.
Oh, stop it. Maybe Game 5, maybe.
Oh, you just changed your opinion there because CJ agreed with me, shook his head. So you went, stop it. Oh, CJ agreed. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. It's true. Wiggins has been there as a great Robin, but Curry is carrying this team right now.
Yeah, if Curry does not win Finals MVP, we riot.
I'm straight up rioting. I am emailing Adam Silver. I'm getting his phone number.
No. You would email Adam Silver. So like, come on, alien head. Why don't you give it to Finals MVP?
Dang, that's a little harsh.
No, I'm just kidding.
That was a little harsh. I wasn't gonna go there.
Maybe. Who knows? If the temper is high, maybe. But you'd probably be polite, just like Sir Adam Silver. Explain to me why
Sir Adam
Stephen
Silver.
Curry, Wardell Stephen Curry does not win Finals MVP. I need to know.
We don't have to worry about that though.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have to.
No, what was crazy was in Game 5, the man had like 233 consecutive games of at least one 3-pointer. That's impressive. Like, how do you go 233 straight games with at least a 3-pointer?
Greatness.
Go shooter, yeah. I mean,
He's better than LeBron. That's how.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Let's see.
One thing I will say though is I think depending upon like how some people look at Steph Curry's career, I think you can make an argument that Steph, if he adds the 4th ring in his Finals MVP, could be considered one of the best point guards of all time.
Oh, okay. I was
transition to that.
You were going on. I was like, how is this gonna end right here?
I saw CJ's life flash before his eyes. He was about to go up. He was about to give me the death glare. If I
was trying to see where you were going with that, but best point guard.
Yeah,
we got to transition to this conversation. We got to because here's my 3: Magic, Isaiah, Steph.
I had Steph. I think I had Steph 2 already before.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then John Stockton is like,
okay. I ain't mad at that either. I ain't mad at that.
Oh, don't say John Stockton. Nick does not like John Stockton.
You don't think Stockton would be the 4th best point guard of all time? Like
Stockton?
No, not 4th all time.
Stockton is in the top 5 of Jazz history.
I didn't say he wasn't top 5.
Yes, he said
He said it was. Yeah, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me in your Jazz top 5 players of all time, you didn't have John Stockton?
I had John Stockton in there, but
the man's literally the all-time assist leader, is he not?
I was speaking from a skill set perspective.
Assists? Or 1,500.
Yeah, isn't like John Stockton have like either like one of like the all-time assist leaders?
Yeah, he's number 1, right?
Yeah,
like the only reason why Stockton and Malone don't have a ring is because they couldn't beat Mike.
No,
I got Chris Paul over John Stockton all time.
And they couldn't beat
you say Chris Paul? I love Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul
over John Stockton as far as all-time point guard. Yes.
No, I want to say that I think it's close, but I would prefer Stockton over Chris Paul.
I'll even say Kidd
over Stockton.
Yes.
Why? Because he has a ring?
That's the problem for me. Because to me, a point guard, the way I grew up, was a facilitator, a coach on the court, did all this stuff. A point guard nowadays is really like almost your best scorer, just going to take over the whole game and not ever have to worry about passing it.
Right.
So when I
Robbie said, if you're looking at it from that aspect, would you have Stockton over Isaiah? Because Isaiah was more of a scorer.
Well, I would hesitate to do that.
He kind of had to be though, but it was different. It was a little different.
Mm-hmm. What about AI? I mean, we forget AI too, but to me, AI was
AI is more of like a 2 in my opinion.
Yeah,
like a combo guard.
Yeah, like AI. I wouldn't put AI as like a point guard. Of course, he was 6 feet, but
one thing I will say though is Allen Iverson kind of brought like Philadelphia back to the map. because when you look at it, after Philadelphia kind of didn't have Dr. J, after Barkley left,
I love Rondo.
Philadelphia was kind of like the Philadelphia
Crazy.
basketball. It was kind of quiet, kind of irrelevant. And then AI comes to town and he kind of helps resurrect the Philadelphia basketball. You know,
No, of
take them
course.
to the final. Not only did he go to the NBA Finals in 2001, he was able to beat Kobe and Shaq. Granted, they lost in 5, but he was able to get one. Like able to get a game, and then he had the iconic crossover step over Ty Lue. Like that dude. That dude's
You know what's so
electric.
crazy about that series is like that's like the most memorable game was that game 1. Like nobody remembers.
Yeah,
game 2 through 5,
and just think he also on that squad had an old man Mutombo.
Yo,
He had
Shaq,
Mutombo, he had Eric Snow.
averaged 40.
Eric Snow.
Um,
And then Andre, I never can say it.
Iguodala.
I don't
There
think
we
he
go.
was on that team. I don't think he was on the team.
Not that early, but later
No.
on.
Later on, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Went
later
from
on,
AI to the new AI, and now
That was,
he's
I
playing
remember
for
that. Yeah, I remember. He
Golden
was,
State. Dang, how long has he been in the NBA?
no, Iguodala was
minute.
also in Denver too.
year 18, I think. Yeah, he's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's been in the league for quite a while. Not like Udonis Haslam though. Udonis Haslam's been in the league since 03. He's still kicking.
He's a coach.
Yeah, he's the
Let's
player.
be honest.
Oh yeah. He's definitely a coach. He's been a coach like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Holding a roster spot.
Last 3 years?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Longer than that, brother.
I'm trying. Maybe the last like 4 to 5 years. Maybe.
Yeah, bro. It's been a while.
Yeah, but I was
the
gonna
last-
say he will.
He
He
will.
will.
10 minutes a game.
He will
10
get his
minutes?
number. He
10
will get
minutes.
his number retired. He will get his number retired in Miami, and then he'll be right back on to Eric Spoelstra's
Think
actual
so?
coaching staff.
You
Yeah,
think he's gonna get his jersey retired by the Heat?
yeah.
I think so.
He's part of
I
Heat
think
culture.
so.
Number wise, no.
He.
Okay, of course. I mean,
Udonis Haslam in his
it's not
prime
like
was
he's not
decent.
respected.
They're gonna hang up 40 in the Raptors. Stop it, guys.
Oh, come on.
Stop it.
You
No,
wouldn't. You
Don't
wouldn't.
Don't
hang
tell
up
me you
40
wouldn't be
in a-
surprised, though. Don't tell me you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised, but come on. When we talk about putting jersey up there, right, we're talking about some of the greatest players of all time. Nick,
I
come on.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, but you also got to look at you also got to look at the team history too. Like Udonis Haslam, like he's part of the all time
was
like Miami Heat.
Great role player on all of those championship teams. Come on.
He was decent in his prime in like 2006.
He was a good role player on all of those championship teams, bro. But jersey in the Raptor? Come on.
I think they'll retire his jersey.
I would say so. I mean, you've been a part of like the same team for 19 years.
Yo, bro, he's definitely
Kobe has
deserves-
2 jerseys retired. Why
Kobe,
can't they-
Kobe, oh, come on. Yo, come on, Mike. The man, Kobe literally pulled up Hall of Fame numbers
Bro, that's
with
like,
both jerseys. If you compare the
Just pick
players,
one.
both jersey numbers.
Just pick one.
No, you have to be
What?
talking both.
What?
Literally
No.
Hall of Fame numbers.
Just pick one.
what are you what are we
I
talking
don't
about?
know. I don't know what Michael's talking
That's
about.
your rebuttal to Udonis Haslam is Kobe got 2 jerseys?
Yes.
No,
What?
That's exactly where I went.
that is
No
an
way.
outlandish rebuttal.
I mean, you got to look at it like Zadrunas Ilgauskas has his number retired by Cleveland.
He
And we
does?
all-
Yeah.
Huh?
He does?
Yeah, he does. He actually does. Like, no
Wow.
joke.
Wow.
Well, you got to think
Wow.
Big Z was decent during his time in Cleveland.
The Mavs did retire Kobe's number 2.
Yeah, they did. Mark Cuban made it known like no other player in Mavs or no player in Mavs history wore 24.
For me, I just
24 or 8. Like, I mean, did they just pick one? I mean, hey, how about that? Good job, Mark.
I don't agree with that. I mean, he never played for the
No,
Mavericks.
you
It's
you
respect.
also got to consider
Yeah,
like
but
how long.
he
you
did the
also
same
gotta
thing with
I think he
consider-
made it known the day that Kobe passed, though. It was like, at that time.
You also have to consider like how long he was with the team. When you're a part of a team like that long.
Oh, yeah, they
18,
did retire
19
Michael Jordan's
years.
number.
Bro, like what? Like
Makes zero sense. Now, that makes no sense to me right there. Miami Heat retiring Michael Jordan.
that make no
Yeah,
sense.
they
bro.
did. I did see that.
That makes zero sense to me.
That makes no sense.
No, why wouldn't you retire
Hold
Udonis
up. Can we
Haslam's
talk
number,
about
even
Williams
though he's
right
been on the
quick?
team for 19 years?
Because he's not one of the greatest Miami. But
19 years
Bro.
doesn't mean anything.
bro, it
The
means a
same,
lot.
the same team for 19 years. You wouldn't retire the number just because of how long he was on the team, and he got 3 rings. You wouldn't retire that number just because
he was so on the Lakers jersey retired. How many role players are up there, bro?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Okay, zero. That's what I'm saying. Like 0 role players up there on the Lakers Raptors, bro. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm still on Michael Jordan. Get his number.
Bosh got his jersey retired. He played less years than
Jordan don't even have his number retired by the Wizards.
Well, I mean, that's understandable.
I know that, but it's like Miami though. Like Miami,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what
team that he played for
doesn't even make sense. Like, how? How does that happen? Like, Pat Riley thinks 23 should be retired for all 30. That is a lot. That's a lot of love. That's a lot. Listen, I'm a fan of Joe. I'm a fan of Joey, bro. But that's a lot of love right there, man.
Nah. He probably had some gambling deals when he was golfing with MJ.
That's ridiculous, man. Nobody should wear 23. I mean, listen. I mean, you could say I don't know, man. I don't know.
Every team should have at least one player with 00. That should be a rule too.
Well, here's one thing I will say: if and when the Nuggets retire Carmelo Anthony's jersey, number 15,
they're not retiring his jersey.
What's Nikola Jokic going to do?
No, they're going to retire Jokic. They're going to retire Jokic's jersey.
Instead,
did Grant Williams even get hit in the face?
No, Grant Williams pulled off the ultimate flop.
That's why I didn't even watch the game at this point, man. I need to pay more attention, but
oh, please, you're up by 17.
They're gonna retire.
This is the Golden State Warriors we talking about. This team is unpredictable.
Yeah, that is true. They've been on a 7-0 run for like the last 2.5 minutes.
Ooh.
They're gonna retire Jokic 15 over Melo, unfortunately.
But
here's
the thing, though. Like, Melo was great. Melo was great. Took him to the conference finals in 2009.
Completely agree.
No. Granted, the parting of Denver was disastrous.
I completely agree.
It was kind of a sour ending. But
for them to give Jokic 15 pretty much says it all.
I mean, after this finals, they might retire 22 in Golden State here because he's
oh my god.
Oh, this guy.
Are they going to retire 22 before number 11?
Possibly.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be
Possibly.
hilarious if they retire 22 before 11.
Oh, he says, should Boston retire KG? He already got jersey retired.
Yeah, there he did.
Yeah, they did it this year.
Yeah, this year.
Number 11 is graded, so it's
Ray's up next.
Yes.
Should Rondo get his number retired by Boston?
Yes. Of course. But you thought it, I can't believe that. That was crazy. That was a crazy take.
It's not uncommon though.
Yeah, KG got his number retired. KG got his number retired March 13th, 2022.
Nick Collison has his number retired by OKC too.
That's
well. Nick Collison was there during the Seattle days too, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
For both, but
that's because Nick Collison was there. You see, for a long time, CJ, he was there like
so longevity. That's it.
I mean,
that's basically what it stems to. I mean, but then again, it's like if you had to ask me, like who was more deserving of their number retired between Nick Collison and UD.
I'm going Haslam.
I would say Haslam, but for me, I don't think either of them should get their jersey retired. Man. That's like, so what if a great player gets drafted? He wants to pick that number. He can't use it because Nick Collinson and
CJ, don't be going ham on him like that. Come on,
bro. But I'm saying they're good role players. They're great role players. But bro, so when I think about jerseys up there in the Raptors, I mean all-time players, not players that played for a long time. All time, not for a long time, man. Come on, yeah. That's crazy.
Totally agree with you, CJ. I understand what you're saying, but the dude is Miami, so I think that he needs his jersey retired.
Okay, so let's speak hypothetically. Like let's say like the Celtics, like they all retire, they start a new team. Tatum and Brown get their jerseys retired. Does Marcus Smart get his jersey retired alongside them? Like if they were like to retire today.
So. I would say so.
Like
because
today?
he's part of that core.
Yeah, like retire. Like let's say for instance, like their career was over.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say just because he's part of that core and just like what that core is able to accomplish.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. He had a defensive player of the year.
Ooh, hang on.
No All-Star appearances.
Does number 35 get retired by OKC?
Yo, come on.
You have to retire OKC.
Come on, of course.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No,
you-
what?
you-
Yeah, but here's the
absolutely
thing,
have
like,
to.
will they because of like what happened? Like,
Nah,
in
you got to, especially for
I haven't seen
dominance that he
anybody
had.
wear 35 on the Thunder since KD left. I could be
Nah.
wrong. I haven't
No,
seen
you have to retire Kevin Durant's number in OKC. Oh shit! It's down to 12. Excuse me, my fault.
Yep, like I said, we're unpredictable. Here we go again.
It's 12-2 run the last 4 minutes. Andre for Golden State? No.
Oh,
It's a good timeout.
it's down to 12. Nice.
Well, OKC retires
Let's
Steve
go.
Adams. Yo, Trent, I don't think so, man.
No, I don't think they'll retire Aquaman.
Andre Iguodala for Golden State.
Two-time champ and Finals
hang on.
MVP.
Yo,
Yo,
Trent,
I mean,
Trent, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna say
No.
no.
Nah.
I'm gonna say no too.
Finals
No,
MVP.
as a
though?
Warriors
No,
fan, I'm gonna say
especially because like when you think of Iguodala, yeah, you think of like his time with the Warriors, but you could also trace it back to his time with Denver, his time with Philadelphia.
What's it got to do with Golden State?
When I think about Iguodala, yeah, I don't think about Denver. I think
He's
about
saying
Golden
that he
State.
doesn't think really Golden State. I think they retire his jersey. He's got the Finals MVP and 3 championships.
They probably will, but I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. Even the Hall of Fame is not really the Hall of Fame anymore. Like, it's the biggest thing ever. Everyone gets in now. Like, we need to make a second layer of Hall of Famers.
It took Chris Webber almost over a decade to
I
get
agree
to Hall
with
of
that.
Fame.
I agree with. See, when I think about Hall of Fame, I think about the NFL. NFL is way more prestigious than NBA. It's like
Yeah, well, and also like isn't for the NFL? You got to wait till what? Isn't like the waiting
7
period?
years.
Waiting period. Oh, I thought the waiting period was 4 years.
nah, they might have reduced
Well,
it.
no.
I know NBA
6.
is five.
No. It was 6 because I remember because Peyton retired. I think it was like 2015, 2016, and then just this past year it was like his
Yeah.
first year of eligibility.
Well, you just said for Peyton. Peyton already got inducted.
Well, no. I'm just saying like the Peyton Manning waiting period
Oh,
for
right.
him
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get inducted.
Yeah.
Because if it's a period to where once you retire, your next year you're eligible, he would have been in there already.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so it's 6 years. But yeah, NBA Hall of Fame is definitely watered down. But it's not even called NBA Hall of Fame. It's called Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's like it's
Water down. I'm going to use that. I'm going to try to use that New York accent for like water. Hey, where's the dog water?
yeah, I'm weak. yeah,
Weak as water.
yeah. See, they cut the lead. That's a foul. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'll never mimic dirt. Dirt is just dirt. Like there really isn't anything behind it. Like you don't really need like an accent for it. You just got to say, man, this boy's dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so we're talking about role players. I got another one. Should Jason Terry get his number retired by Dallas?
Jason who? Jason Kidd?
Jason Terry.
Jason Terry? See that's a good discussion. That's a good discussion to me. To me, I'd probably still say no, but I think it's a good discussion, man.
I think here's what I will say. I think it's a good discussion piece because you look at Jason Terry was on that team in 2006 as well.
I mean, Deuce got the height, but Cannon got some size on him though. So I don't know. Like Deuce is also on the skinny side. Deuce is tall. I ain't gonna lie. He's tall for like what 4 or 5 year old.
Wait, are you also talking about the Nick Cannon that can't pull out? that Nick Cannon.
We are
is
a basketball show, man. What are you doing?
Well, it said Nick Deuce versus Cannon. I wasn't sure which.
We're talking about.
I didn't see any IG post, so I wasn't sure what's.
Deuce, Tatum, Cannon, Curry.
Oh shit! All right.
Some shots, man. Fourth
Yeah,
quarter
dude.
should be interesting.
Hey, it's down to 10.
Hey, well, I mean,
Yeah,
one thing
I also realized, Nick, I didn't see the comma. There's Nick, comma, and then Deuce versus Cannon. Who you got? All right, that makes sense now. All right.
context. But one thing I will say is that Cannon's last name is Curry. So
Yeah.
Cannon Curry. Yeah.
I realized after I said
Oh,
that,
Cannon.
and CJ gave me a perplexed look. I knew I did something wrong.
Yeah, because
He's
I
got
knew,
that
I, knew you were
logo.
gonna, I knew you were gonna bring up Nick Cannon as soon as they showed Cannon. I just knew. I already knew. I was like, yo,
Well, because I saw like Nick and then Deuce. So there's I'm just like, wait a minute, this is a Nick Deuce, and that was a Nick Cannon.
I was like,
what?
watch this. I was like, watch this guy bring up Nick Cannon.
Well, you said,
Horford.
watch this guy. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Horford ain't got to do
You know exactly what I'm
like
talking about.
that.
These Warriors, dog. Like, come on.
Hey,
just
yo,
calm
Ray Allen's in
down.
the building. Ray Allen's in the building.
Yeah, Ray Allen's there.
No, that's wild, dude. Al Horford turning back the clock. Just
Atlanta out.
that's what
Rejuvenate.
that's what CJ's doing to me after I said Nick
Retire
Cannon.
that man's jersey right now, right off that block.
Just give me that.
Retire his jersey right now off that block, up in the rafters, right?
oh, I haven't seen the block yet.
Oh.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
come
The
on,
block,
Michael.
what?
Come on.
Oh my! Oh, Draymond hit it.
Did you see that block?
I still can't believe Draymond has a shot like that. Look how he went in the backpack
Draymond
and he
with the
still hits that
backpack.
shot.
Why is this? Draymond with the backpack shot.
Yo, Draymond with the fader.
Hey,
Yo,
hey, the
I was,
dude's got 8
I was so
points.
heated when he shot that. I was like, oh snap! Okay.
Hey, man, got 8 points.
Career
Pretty
high.
nice.
Does Draymond
tied.
jersey get retired?
Who?
Of course.
Oh yeah, without question, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's a layup. That's a layup question, Mike.
If Iguodala were to get his jersey retired by Golden State and Draymond didn't, that would be just straight up disrespectful.
Yeah, pure
I mean,
disrespect.
Iggy's at least got the MVP.
And Draymond's got like 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards
Yeah, but
and
Finals
still 3
MVP.
championships.
Finals MVP is
You think a Finals MVP outweighs Defensive Player of the Year?
yes.
2 of them?
Yes. Do you all not? The
No,
best
you can't.
player
You
in the
can't.
best.
You can't be
series?
serious with that statement.
Yeah, this is
I told you.
You can't be serious saying that a Finals MVP weighs more than a Defensive Player of the Year award.
I 100% think so because you're saying you are the best player in the finals series to win the championship.
That could be anybody.
Right.
That could be any player. A Defensive Player of the Year is just strictly you. You are the best defensive player in the league.
But
That's
the
what the
person
award
who
means.
won the finals
Jordan Poole
MVP
again? Jordan Poole again? Oh, okay.
do what?
I thought Jordan Poole was going to hit another third quarter buzzer
Oh.
beater.
I mean, Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year almost every other year. And
Starter on Gobert.
I don't think he's that great of a player.
You don't think he's going to get his jersey retired?
In Utah, oh, probably not. They can't stand him since he did the whole microphone thing. But,
hey, that microphone might have broke up the team.
So
You think-
I really want to know
you
what you
think
guys
after
think.
that, it
Nick,
could've
let me
been
hear straight from you. Finals MVP or Defense Player of the Year? Which one do you think is more valuable?
I mean, they both have a lot of value, but I'll probably go finals.
Obviously. Okay,
DPO.
thank you.
DPOY.
Hey,
Okay.
attaboy. You see,
tough,
CJ knows
though,
what's
man.
up.
It's tough because like the finals is only for a stretch of like up to 7 games, whereas defensive player of the year, you have been the best defensive player for a span of 82 games. So
That's the
I
real.
can understand it. from
100%.
that.
100%. But
Yes.
if I got Finals MVP, I also have a ring that I won the championship.
Well, then again, like finals MVP is you stepping up, being the best player, standing out in like the brightest lights.
Yes, in the winner take all.
Yeah, Dre. I mean, but so
And
so,
besides,
so what do we?
Who
What are
plays
we
defense in the season?
but what are we saying though? What's the question? What's like?
Which
I
one
don't,
do
I'll be
you
real. I don't really care for this question to be real. I mean, I'm just choosing.
Which one's more? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, obviously,
Mhm.
finals MVP because, like you said, it comes with the championship, which is the end goal. But but I mean, it's like for Iguodala's case, everybody say it doesn't deserve it. It should went to Curry, so it's
I
like
100% agree.
right.
With
So it's like a big asterisk on his finals MVP.
Right.
So it's weird.
Mhm.
Like Cedric Maxwell got finals MVP during those runs with the Celtics. Like nobody even knows that. Like everybody
Well,
thinks.
the reason I wanted y'all's opinion because Matt was like, "Hey, I can't believe you really think Finals MVP." I thought it was hands down Finals MVP.
No, I would say Defensive Player of the Year just because it's over the course of the entire season.
I would take more pride in winning
Finals
the Defensive Player of the Year.
MVP is just 7 games. Who plays the best in the 7 games?
Or it could just be 4 games, but it was also meaning I was the best player.
And the possibility of
who plays best in the
possibility
brightest lights, regardless of how many games there are.
right.
Regardless, which it could be anybody. I mean, if Iggy can win Finals MVP because he played the brightest light in 6 games,
Because he locked down LeBron James to only score
Who averaged
40
a
points
triple-double
instead of
that year.
50 points.
yeah, the man literally went off.
No one cares about regular season. I mean, you gotta put some context. You gotta put some context on that statement. Like,
Yeah,
But
that's
not
true.
really.
Because
I think he's.
I hate that though. Like, like people be like, "Oh, it's regular season." Like, you still got to play hard in the regular season against the playoffs.
And also when you say nobody cares about the regular season, I bet you right now, if you think about it, the Mavericks would have much rather have been a 3rd seed compared to a 4 seed, maybe. Now, granted, you would have still had to play the Warriors in round 2 instead of the conference finals, but you want to have like a higher seed because you have a better chance. Same thing. Even when you think about it, I'll even do a better comparison. I bet you the Philadelphia 76ers would have rather have been a 3rd seed than a 4 seed.
But I also think, and this could be a little bit of my old school bones coming out here, if they really completely cared about the regular season and their seedings, they wouldn't rest nearly as much as they do. And again, that could be my old bones there because, Michael Jordan at age 40 played in every game.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. I know there's stats out there about, I don't know the age exactly, but while he was with the Wizards, he was still playing every game.
That's true. I think in 9 or 15 years that Jordan played, he did play all 82, so I'll give him that.
So I just feel like if we really care completely about where that ranking comes, then they wouldn't have these load management because you're giving up games.
But it's both.
I do want to ask Nick this question. Nick, you're a quarter away from a 4th championship in 8 years. How nervous are we? Only up by 10.
I'm very nervous because this team, like I said, you just never know what you're going to get from them. They'll go on a run where they go 12-2 run, and the next thing you know,
21-0 run.
Yeah, the next thing you know, Studs going like an 8-0 run, and now the game's back close. So we just got to finish this thing out, man. Because this team does not want to go back home for a Game 7.
You could get that standing in the last months of the season. They could turn it on at the end of the year. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You said about load management. It's load management. But then on the flip side, teams do the same thing. They sit players to tank. So it's like it's both sides.
I don't really have a problem with players doing that at this point.
What, load management?
Yeah, I get it. The players before. Where we played all 82 games. You just got to show up every night. I get it though. Especially when you think of the circumstances of the fans want to come out and watch you. There may be a fan that can only go to one game, and that game that that they do go to. The best players in playing. So I understand it from that perspective. But at the end of the day, it's all about protecting the players at the same time as well. Because at the end of the day, we still want them to be the best versions of themselves for the playoffs.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's always on
his couch.
Oh,
what is it?
We just heard something like it was somebody rubbing something across the microphone.
Oh man! Oh, for me, I don't know.
I said it must be you kicking back, relaxing.
Oh, what it's Now GP2, another guy that's going to get a bag.
Yeah, now I know why the Celtics are losing by 12. They got more than 16 turnovers.
Yeah. We've been locking them down.
Oh.
Come on, boy.
That's a good take.
Let's see here.
That actually wasn't even a foul on Robert Williams, but I'll take it.
Ooh. Well, of course you'll take it.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
CJ, switching sports with you real quick. It's my draft in a NFL real quick. What do you know of?
On the Dynasty draft?
Velus Jones.
So who?
Velus Jones, if I'm saying his name right, wide receiver drafted by Chicago.
Velus Jones. I'm not sure. I'm not
Well,
sure.
it's the 4th round, and I finally have a pick, so that's how far back he is.
Oh yeah,
Are you talking about the rookie draft?
Yeah,
it could be.
I need a quarterback, or a tight end, but the quarterbacks are all third strings now, so check out some depth here. Who does the Tampa Bay have at tight end?
I think Brady's still there.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I
Gronk,
think so.
Gronk is still deciding.
Cade Alton, if I'm saying that right. Have you ever heard of him?
Is that someone they just drafted this year?
Yeah, tight end.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Brady, he doesn't care. He throws to anybody. So
Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and draft him.
about 12.
12, it's 11 points on mine. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left. 79-68. Oh, he just made a free throw, so now it's 80-68. What are we going to do tonight, Nick, if you guys win? Anything or just go to bed?
Oh, that's tough. That's
No,
tough.
he needs to chug the gallon of water.
I'm not chugging this gallon of water, dog. I'm sorry. I'm not
or
doing that.
or
Yeah, I'm
celebrate
not
with
doing
it
that.
or something.
I got a
Jump
cup
up and
right
down,
here.
take a moment.
I'll
There
take
you go.
I'll take like a water shot or whatever. Whatever
Oh,
you
water shop. Woo! We get
Oh.
live. We get lit up in here now.
What a take by Poole. Damn, Tatum in the 4th has just been non-existent.
No legs.
There we go. That's a good take.
No, you know what? That's when Nick is gonna play on loop for 10 hours. He's gonna play. No,
I had it on
you
loop
know,
on
you know what?
was it Monday.
Well,
I had it on loop on Monday after Game 5.
Oh, that's a good.
no,
hook.
I can't. I might have to figure out how to get on for Count the Bucket on Sunday because I need to see the champagne.
Oh,
pop.
good block.
I need to see the pop bottle of.
Draymond for 3? Oh, all right. I was about to say.
No, if Draymond Green would have made that 3, gift wrap them the chip instantly.
I was about to say we need a like I said, we need a Miami Spurs moment right now.
Oh, where they got
Please don't do it to me. Please don't do
Well,
it.
that's the only way they're gonna win.
Don't you wish that upon Nick? Don't you wish that upon your boy CJ?
Need a
Pop
pop to bench Tim
be.
Duncan.
Why would I still never question why would he bench?
That
Tim
was the
Duncan in that
weakest
moment?
pass I've ever seen Draymond make to Clay.
It's not getting retired now.
Hey, at least it ain't like Ben Simmons.
Will he have his jersey retired anywhere?
Oh, no.
Gotta see the rest of his career.
No. If they did, fans would find a way to climb up there and burn his jersey ASAP.
Well, we know it's not going to be retired in Philly.
No, absolutely not.
And it's gonna be retired in Brooklyn.
Could be. Depends. Gotta see how it plays out.
Unless the guy wins 3 rings and turns into a Hall of Famer. I
You might
just
just
don't
take
see it.
one.
I mean, well, I think one multiple time All-Star good enough.
Here you go, Steph. Yo, we about to watch the Warriors win this, man. Oh my god, crazy, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I really thought that the Warriors would not win this game.
You didn't think they would win Game 6?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Wait! After reading the meme stats, after reading Game 6, Clay, Steph having a bad day, Wiggins playing good in Game 5, Jordan Poole on the sides of Malika Andrews. You didn't think any of that?
That second quarter was bad for the Celtics, man.
Robbie's hot
bad.
take, even though we
It's-
talked about it last week, let me pull it up here. It says, hot take, Draymond is the Dennis Rodman of this generation, a guy you hate the plays against you, but love is on your team. We kind of talked about that last
I
week.
don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a good comparison.
No, that's what we talked about because we were talking about who would be easier to replace on the team, Clay or Draymond. And I was saying Clay would be the easier one because
because the replacement is Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is going to be the replacement in the next 2 to 3 years.
Bro.
I do think Poole is like
y'all really.
It may be a hot take. It may be a hot take.
Y'all underrating Clay. Y'all underrating Clay.
I'm not underrating Clay. I'm just saying in the next 2 to 3 years, there could be a possibility that, Jordan Poole or Jonathan Kuminga could be that next guy.
I think we're a little too high on Poole.
So you think Poole and Kuminga could have the same impact Clay has had over the last 8 years with the Warriors?
Well, I mean, not over the last 8 years, but they have the potential.
Well, I mean, I'm with them right now. Like Clay is not the old Clay. We know that. Now I do.
Yes,
But you gotta throw an asterisk on that.
It has to take time.
Like I said, next year, if he's like, right now, what he's playing right now, then I'm like, all right, cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said in the next 2 to 3 years.
But I'm saying next year he could get better. He could be better.
Well, yeah.
He wouldn't have to rehab. He could train.
If he gets better, then that would prolong it to maybe the next 4 years.
Then it's like by that time Poole won't be there, bro. I promise you won't be there in the next 4 years.
He won't be there.
he's gonna be a starting guard on another team by that time, for sure. That's too much money to leave on the table. Clay will bounce back.
That's how I felt about Rodgers and Love. If Rodgers decides to retire, then I guess Love is gonna play. But the more Rodgers plays like an MVP, the longer I tell Jay Love, hey, I don't want to see you, but hey, you're the backup. Stay backing up, my friend.
How long has Love been in the league now?
2 years.
Yeah, I'm about to buy that rookie card of his because Rodgers is about to bounce soon.
Nah, they're gonna draft another quarterback next year, bro.
You think so?
100%.
Don't you wish I'd have pawned me, CJ?
100%.
Wait a second.
No way. Here, one thing.
That's a throw. That's a throw, bro. Yo.
Here's one thing I will say.
Wow, dog.
And the thing is that low key too. Like that's not even close to low key.
Here's one thing I will say. I know it's like NFL related, but if somehow this miraculously happens, if somehow, some way Green Bay wins Super Bowl, which I don't think it'll happen, but if they do somehow, some way, I would not be shocked if Rodgers retires right then and there. I would not be shocked if that happens. Now, I don't think it will. I mean, I sure hope it does. You kidding me? If it does, I will literally cry like a baby.
That's why Devontae left, man.
I'll be sobbing tears of joy.
That's why Devontae left.
It's not why Devontae left. Devontae left because he wanted to be all buddy with Derek Carr. He can enjoy being in fourth place in the AFC West.
He left because Rodgers indecisive on his career. That's why he left. If Rodgers said, "Yo, I'm staying. I'm playing into my 40s," he's not leaving. Come on, bro.
You got a good point there, but I mean, you still.
It's not a good point. It's the point.
Well, here's one thing I don't get. I don't get why people are like mad at Devontae Adams for saying like, "Oh, if you were compared Derek Carr to Aaron Rodgers, they're almost the same." I'm just like, what is he supposed to say? He's supposed to say.
It's the same thing with Tyreek and Tua.
He's supposed to say those things. It's just like, no, what are you supposed to say? Oh yeah, my last quarterback, yeah, he was a lot of like the all-time great. Here I am stuck with this guy who looks like Sid from Toy Story. I got to deal with this guy downgraded clearly.
It's hilarious.
Same thing even with Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes. Like, oh yeah, my Kermit the Frog quarterback who helped lead me to a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm stuck with Mr. Underthrow Tua turned the ball over instead because I want more.
Speaking of Kermit, have you guys watched The Hustle?
I have not seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. No,
I watched it after our Count the Bucket episode. I stayed up to 2:00 that morning and finished it. And honestly, I about replayed it right then and there and watched it again.
Word?
I really liked it. I thought it was great.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna check. I gotta check it out. Probably check it out this weekend.
That's the one about like Kevin Garnett, Adam Sandler, right? On that big gambling.
No, that's Uncut Gems.
Yeah, that's Uncut.
No, Hustle's the basketball one. Adam Sandler. It's on Netflix.
Oh, that's one with Anthony Edwards, right?
Right.
Where he talks trash to like the one guy from Spain.
No, it's Hernan Gomez. Yeah, he's on the.
Juan on Hernan Gomez.
Wow, you said that name so well and so fluent.
It's 2K.
2K. It's 2K.
Kevin Harlan on 2K.
Gotcha.
The way how CJ said that is just like the way how people know countries because they play FIFA. There's like,
pretty much.
What flag is this? Oh, France.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, JB down. Oh.
Nick about to be posting, smoking on that Boston pack. You heard?
I'm about to post it about 20 times tonight.
What do you think about this comment?
Vibes tonight.
Come on, where do you
What
guys
are these spoilers at, dog?
What are these trolls doing, man?
Michael, come on.
I think Jordan Poole might be low-key better version of Luka is hilarious. A bench player compared to a top 7 player. It's crazy.
You mean, Luka? I just got this card in today. 10. Yes, sir.
So who do y'all have higher right now on your list, Luka or Tatum? Like
Luka.
as far as like your top.
Is that even a question?
Gotta go.
Of course it's Luka.
Gotta go. Doncic. Yeah.
Of course it's Luka.
Okay, I mean people are changing it now. Tatum got his team to the finals, so
Luka Doncic don't matter.
If they would have won this championship, everyone would still be saying Tatum.
It's a big shot. No, I would say Luka. I would still say Luka. Yeah. Luka is better than Tatum. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll give him that. Luka's better than Booker too. I'm sorry.
Wiggins.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think Luka is like.
Look, he's top 7. Yeah.
Yeah, top 7. Why 7? That's just a weird number.
Well, hang on. You got Giannis. Jokic.
I mean, it's like because it's really like that's because from 6 and 7 they could really be 5, but it's just like it just depends. It could be interchangeable, so you just put 7. It just like,
Okay.
make him feel better about it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you got Giannis, you got Jokic, you got Embiid, you got LeBron still.
Nah, right? Yeah, I mean,
Steph. Yeah, Luka's top 7.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah,
We got Draymond Green with a 12-point outing. That's
almost a trip dub. 21 turnovers is nasty in an elimination game.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That is
high school basketball right there,
bro.
21 with 4 minutes left. Oh, by 22? Oh my gosh.
Oh, what just happened?
Horford's got 19 points tonight. That's crazy.
Oh, he knocking them joints down, man. I give him that.
I'll Horford trying everything.
Boy, Steph is cooking these boys off the dribble, bro.
Who's top 5 in the league right now? This question is for
Nick, explain to me why Al Horford is guarding Steph one-on-one like that. Come on,
putting him in blender.
Barbecue chicken.
All right, you want me, yo, Rob? You want me to rank them in order or just like because
it has to be in order?
Has to be in order.
Has to be in order.
I got Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. Right, 4, 5.
See, that's Curry,
Curry, and then 5 would be
Curry.
You got Braun.
Braun is not top 5 right now, in my opinion. He's old.
I'm not trying that's why I said top 7.
19.
Here's the thing, like the Lakers had a bad season, but LeBron did just average around 30 a game.
That's why I said top 7.
These are about players, not teams.
Because
these are about players, not
I'm
teams.
not trying to be disrespectful in that, but LeBron.
I probably have Luke. I probably got
year 19.
You got Luke over LeBron right now.
I mean, listen. Like,
what? How old is he? You can say you're 19, but he's still younger
like
than
38,
Michael Jordan.
39.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, honestly, no. I would still take LeBron.
If anything, LeBron's like number 4.
Hang on, I want to hear his 5th. Hold up.
I'm just based off last season. I'm gonna say Don, but LeBron is still better than Luka, bro. Yes, no doubt about it.
So why is he not your 5 then?
Because you got it. I'm going off of last year. That's why I said you got the 3.
We leaving KD off the list. Like,
this is why I said top 7, bro.
It's too many players.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's too many guys you can put there at the top 5.
I don't have KD top 5 right now either.
That's fair. Yeah, based off what we said. That's what I'm saying. Based off what we saw, that's what I mean.
Right.
It's like
because the playoff KD looked pitiful.
Right. Right.
I mean, I might be a little bit strong.
Is that what we're basing it off of? Like,
I'm basing it off of last year. I mean, this
Okay.
2020, 2021, 22. Like,
I mean,
if you want me to,
longevity of his career, because LeBron would be number one then.
I mean, if you want me to be honest, like if we was doing a draft right now for one season, who would I draft? I'm probably still going to take LeBron. Still going to take.
Say that again now.
If we was to do a draft right now, who I wanted to draft one season with a good roster, balanced team, I feel like they're going to go to a championship. Who's going to be my number one option? I'm still going to take LeBron, bro. I haven't seen any decline. I haven't seen any decline yet. I've seen zero decline yet. So until I see that, right, I'm gonna take Bron, bro.
I mean,
come on.
The thing that kills me with LeBron is when he quits on his teams, and that's you're saying the perfect team, everything's even. So I can't hold that like, hey, that he would do that, because if everything's even, he's going to play the whole year. So I mean, I would think Giannis may be number one, but I mean, it would be.
In my opinion, Giannis is number one too. Giannis is number one.
If you do it how I put it, doing the draft.
Yeah, and especially when he said top 5 players in the league right now, like Giannis is like the guy right now.
No, but I'm saying, but like say how
drafting a team,
right? You join the drafting the team, right? Well, you already have your team, right? All balanced. You feel like it's a championship contending team. And out of the guys we just talked about, who's gonna be the guy you're gonna pick? You got the number one pick. Who y'all taking?
Giannis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going either Giannis or Luka, but I'm going Giannis.
Okay.
Over Jokic?
I would say so. Yeah. You saw what Luka Doncic did, carrying the Mavericks to the NBA Eastern.
I'll give you that.
Western Conference Finals.
It's hard for me to say anything on those, because even though well balanced, there's still, to me in my head, I have to think I think deep in it. Like, do I want Joker because if they're a balanced team, but yet I've got a point guard, I don't really need Joker on the way that he passes the ball. They all more
right.
So that's where I always have trouble to say, like, boom, 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 this is it. Like, if everything's balanced, I've got 2 good shooters, I got good down low players, but if I'm wanting Giannis, I don't need a solid big man because he'll be clogging up the paint a little bit. So that would change my pick a little bit. But if I'm saying nobody was on my team, I had the very first pick overall right now, I would consider taking Giannis first. Now, LeBron would definitely be up there. I would say 1 or 2 Giannis. Giannis and LeBron.
Look at this dude. This dude has to be trolling. Especially at number 5. He has to be trolling. There's no way.
NBA Finals troll level right there.
Yeah.
The first 4 respectable.
Trolls, man.
First four respectable. That last one out of pocket.
Wouldn't even want to address that.
I mean, I would, I'd probably still take Giannis too. I just feel like, again, in the playoffs, just what I've seen this guy do.
Oh, wait. So you would take Giannis?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't be. I mean, I would still take LeBron, but I'm saying like I wouldn't be mad at taking.
I want to briefly go in another direction. Consider how crazy of a year it was for him. Was Kyrie a top 10 player this year?
No.
Okay.
No. Played 29 games.
He bought out a lot of them, though.
Yeah, but
didn't he drop 60?
29 out of 80.
He dropped 60 in Orlando?
60 in Orlando. 29 out of 82. That's I know.
He got that 50-point game against Charlotte.
It's a lot of factors into that 29 out of 82.
Then he didn't play any games away from home. So I mean,
you gotta when you go top 10 for me, games played matters. I mean, you probably wouldn't put Kawhi in the top. I mean, would you have Kawhi top 10? You didn't play all season. Yeah,
no, without question, no.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like like games played.
Oh, Curry,
dude, Nick, you got 2.5 minutes. How are we feeling?
We're great, man.
Just 2.5 minutes.
Over with.
2.5.
Corey got Giannis, Steph, KD, Luka, and LeBron. Okay.
I'm not mad at that list.
I'm not mad at that list either.
I agree. Here comes Jaylen Brown hitting threes.
I'm mad at that. Listen, Giannis is excellent, man. He's a great player. For me, just what I've seen LeBron.
Bro.
I want to see when they have the rope out. When they start roping out the line.
They're about to bring it out. Yeah, they're about to bring it out, bro.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes left. Less than 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I was about to say, are we gonna have our
this
2013 moment?
Fake Clay should have been at.
Guy Perry, yo.
Oh, we got Perry in the building.
I was gonna say, what was that beep?
Yes, sir. Yo.
What's up,
What we
boys?
into, Barry?
What's up, man?
So
Just
much.
thought I'd
We
pop
got
in.
we got a minute. We got a minute 43 left from the Celtics still at 17 championships.
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan, so
We all gonna be smoking on that Boston pack, you heard?
we just rolled one up to smoke on that Boston pack. Literally, the second that they lose, I'm sparking. I'm ready. I got my messages ready for
Oh my
Mark.
god, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I got
Oh
my
no, you got the
ready
message.
for
No,
Mark.
hold on. We got to find a way to bring Mark on here to see how he
He's
feels.
not coming.
Nah,
He's not coming on here, bro.
There's literally
Well,
a better
just to-
chance to
just-
get the president on here today than Mark. I promise you,
Just,
He's not coming on here.
just to reflect. You know
Wiggins
what?
hits his 3.
bro. They missed
MVP.
3 layups in a
Finals
row.
MVP right there.
Right.
I mean, you about to see something. You about to see the real Finals MVP in a couple seconds because you're a little delayed.
No,
but-
what's crazy?
yeah.
What's crazy to think about it is they're about to win their 4th championship in the 8-year span. Like that's incredible.
Yeah, I just think Boston went outside, man. They just to me they just
They went outside.
they went
I'm not
outside.
being disrespectful on it, but I feel like Boston just like crumbled under the pressure a little bit.
Well, we know the guys had finals experience, so I was
So,
expecting.
Yeah.
I'll say this for the last time, and it's the last time because the season is over. The only duo we've seen beat this team is LeBron and Kyrie, bro. That's it.
And they were down 3-1.
And they were down 3-1. That's the only
Yeah.
duo we've seen beat this team, man.
But
I know.
Don't you dare say Draymond got suspended, bro.
No.
Do
I know.
not
I
bring
know.
up this-
I
I
don't use it as an excuse
I
because
know.
we still
I
had
know
games
for
6
sure.
and 7.
I know
You
for
know what,
sure.
bro? You're
Anytime.
like
I know
the
for sure.
only
Anytime
Warrior fan.
mentions. I know for sure. Anytime anybody mentions Nick 3-1, he gets PTSD over it.
Bro, you're the
Bro,
only
Nick-
Warrior
Nick-
fan that keeps it real, bro. With that,
Bro, Nick is like a Tilly's employee. He's seasonal. He only pops up when they're doing well. You know what I mean?
He's employed.
Oh man, don't. Oh, hang on. We don't want to do that.
No,
I'll be riding with this team.
Where's
I was suffering
where's
after
Jerome?
KD.
Where's
I
Jerome?
was
We
suffering.
need to get him on as well. I know he's the other Warriors fan in the chat. We got to get Jerome on here.
a word.
No. Nick, I'm joking about Nick. Jerome is as seasonal as they come. He'll pop up the second they win.
1,000%. I just saw Jerome's foundation. I'm just like, wait a minute, he hasn't been chatting on here for months. What? He's alive?
I didn't know who it was at first.
Football season's back.
Oh, they're putting the backups in. Wow.
Yeah, it's over.
Hey,
Yeah,
Celtics going. Hey, CJ, Celtics going out.
They're going outside, brother.
So I'm just going to ask you guys a question. Who is better in this series, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, or Jaylen Brown? Like, who is the best, most consistent player on their team? That's a serious
I'm going to
question.
say Jaylen Brown.
Say
Yeah,
Brown.
Jaylen Brown. I think if the
I'm going
Celtics would have
Brown,
won,
Horford, and then Tatum. And I'm a Tatum fan. Brown, Horford, then Tatum for most valuable to the Celtics this series.
Yeah, Tatum
Yeah,
was bad.
that-
Tatum was
that-
bad in these fourth quarters. He was terrible.
Bad, man. He spent too
He
much
didn't
time
bring out
trying
the
to
purple.
do all the Kobe stuff. He didn't spend enough time getting ready for the
Yeah,
game.
that-
no,
It's
he should have kept that 24 armband on.
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
cringe a little bit.
Take
You
Brown.
know.
Mhm. Yeah,
Nah,
I agree.
the memes were impeccable though. The memes were impeccable. After that, saying Kobe Bryant replied, "Warriors in 5 or Warriors in 6."
Yeah, you
that was
see that? You see that, Michael? You see that, Michael?
No, I didn't. What was it?
32, 7, and 7. 12
Oh,
from 20 from the field. Come on, man.
Right now, it's still Wiggins. He's not done that yet on my bootleg TV.
Got
so-
you.
on the boot.
Curry must about to hit
TV.
like 3 or 4 more
Gotcha.
threes, and then it's totally.
Nah,
Curry.
they got Iguodala in.
I mean,
Hey,
they
remember
had
when
the-
Max Kellerman said, "I
Oh, is
want
Iggy in?
Iguodala to take the
If
last
he's in, that's
shot"?
finals
Remember
MVP.
when he said that?
Bro,
in the
Iggy-
middle of the
Iggy
final, in
looks
the middle of the finals, he
so-
confidently said, with the game on the line, "I want Iguodala." to
I
take the
think
last shot."
Iggy looked so funny this entire series. He was getting so pissed at like Gary Payton and Wiggins who'd be like, "Get your ass over here," and they would stand there and he would just
reprimand them with clear
Oh,
hand
there.
motions to make sure everyone knew that he was coaching instead of just sitting there on the bench. Everyone knew, oh, that's
It's like,
There you go.
Haslam. It's like Haslam.
oh,
Has-
there's
like
the
Haslam.
locker room
Both
Hey,
presence.
jerseys
There's the
are
Hey,
locker room
Nick,
presence.
how we
Yeah,
feeling? How we feeling? Countdown's on. You got 40 seconds left to be a champion. Oh, he's muted. Hold on, look at him. He's saying he's smoking on that Boston
Some
pack.
crying.
He's shedding some tears. Here we go.
He's crying right now.
You go off your finals MVP right here.
Iggy's about to shoot one shot, and he's going to make it, shooting 100% Finals MVP.
Yeah,
Like,
this is why.
why
I mean,
is
this
he
is why.
even coaching
The
right
reason
now?
why I think it's so crazy is because they get Wiseman back next year. I mean, Kuminga had nothing to do with this playoff run, although he was good in the regular season. Like Moody showed flashes of actually being a decent player for them. Like, I don't know, man. I've seen Kerr make Eric Paschall look like a good player. So I mean, it doesn't matter who he has. It seems like this team is desperate.
Yo, Curry balling right now. He's crying.
Long story.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's about to win Finals MVP, and he
Give
got
it to
another
him.
chip.
Given to him.
That's 4 for
Me-
Curry, right?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the same as LeBron has.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I'd be crying like a little baby too. That's crazy.
Man, I couldn't.
Wow.
I really couldn't be more happy, bro.
Nah, I'm happy for Clay, man. Son was out 3 years almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come back and win the chip. That's,
Nick, what are you listening to?
that's crazy.
Yo, Jordan
What's that?
pulled it. You know,
What are you
Jordan
listening
pulled
to?
some wild shit tonight.
I'm listening to myself, bro, shedding tears, man. I was crying for a minute.
You're crying. I love that. I love that.
What pack we smoking on tonight?
You heard?
What pack we smoking, Nick? What pack we smoking?
That Boston pack, baby.
The
Hey,
Celtics.
look at. Hey, CJ, how did the Celtics
Yo.
go out?
It's sad, man. They went outside, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
They went outside. Hey, just think, Otto Chamberlain got a championship too.
Otto Chamberlain is crazy.
I will say the Celtics, though,
that's
I didn't
terrible.
even think they were going to make the playoffs this year,
No.
if I'm being honest with you. So
In January, didn't think they had a chance. I thought they may even break it up, their core. And then all of a sudden, they just flipped it around, made some good different changes in their lineups and everything, and they're a good team.
I mean, they got a first year.
I just want to say, I just want to say, I predicted the series right. I said before the finals started, I said Warriors in 6.
So did I.
Warriors
Yeah.
in 6.
So did I.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
all I gotta say is Tatum gonna need to bounce back though, because the way how he played in the finals, oof, it was not a good one.
He's young, man. He's 24.
I know. He's young. He's got time, but like when he gets back, if and when he gets back, like he gonna have to play better.
The
I mean,
only thing that's going to be crazy for them is
Everyone's
Horford.
going to say Tatum's a 2 or a Robin now because of this, but I mean, I think if they got him and Jaylen Brown and somebody else at that caliber, and the three of them can simultaneously go off at any time, like they're kind of depends on who can be the number one that day, but all three of them have the ability to be and support each other. Like adding one more Jaylen Brown or one more Tatum, probably more realistically one more Jaylen Brown. This team is scary. And I mean, they got a first-year head coach. So, I mean, Udoka's got to be, at least in my mind, Udoka's the coach of the year. I'm sorry. I mean, Steve Kerr, obviously, look what he did.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, dude, Steve Kerr's got the same squad that he's had. Obviously, KD's gone and stuff, but I mean, Clay's not the same player, but you still got, Steph and Draymond. The Celtics, who thought they'd be here with a first-year head coach,
Mhm.
first-time head coach, too. Let's remember that. He was never a head coach in the NBA before this. That's hats off to the Celtics. As a Lakers fan, I hate saying that, but,
Hey, but one thing we are glad about is they didn't raise banner 18, because Lord knows what would have happened if they would have raised banner number 18. Not only would we have to worry about Mark in the chat, but just on that top of that, on the whole, like that would be.
the league's only going to get better next year, too. I mean, you got a bunch of teams getting healthy, especially on the West. So this is going to be a test for the Warriors, what they can do next year.
Yeah, the one player I feel bad for is Al Horford, because I don't know if he's going to get another chance to win a ring.
At least he went to a
I feel
championship.
like I know he at least made it to the NBA Finals, but it kind of reminds me of like a Chris Paul situation. Like, is he going to get another chance? That's TBD.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference. Chris Paul is the reason why. Chris Paul can control his path to the playoffs, while Horford's going to sit his ass there and hope his team's going to play good enough to get to there. There's a difference between
Hey,
a star and like a
Horford
3
played
or
good in
4.
game 1.
Yeah,
Horford
but
played
he's
good
still
in
your
game 1.
third or he's your third or fourth option, regardless. Like it's not.
I mean,
gonna be a hit.
Chris Paul been choking in the playoffs on the regular now.
But he's been getting
Let's
to
not
the playoffs.
let's
But
not
he
forget
gets
he
to the
blew.
playoffs on the regular.
Let's not forget he blew a 2-0 lead against the Bucks, and he blew a 2-0 lead against the Mavericks, and a 3-2
But you-
lead.
You got to
And no
get
showed in Game 7.
Who we
You got
talking
to get
about?
there. You got to get there to blow it.
Who we talking about?
We ain't talking
Well,
about.
no, I'm saying like Chris Paul and Al Horford is like a similar situation. Like they had their chance, but you never know if they're gonna get another one.
Touche.
Yeah, I mean, they're still young, bro. Those
I
guys
think
are
they
still
will.
young, man.
Yeah.
24, 25, respectively. They got, but the road was tough. They had to go 7 against Milwaukee with no Middleton, 7 against Miami with no really number 2 outside of Jimmy Butler. So it's going to be a tough road.
See, to
Six-
me, this was a sweep without Derek White. If I'm being honest with you, I think Derek White was a massive reason why they went to the finals and played as good as they did. So that was a huge pickup for them. I got to respect Brad Stevens. Hey, first year GMing, first time GM too, and he was cooking.
No, he did a good job. Yeah, getting Derek White.
He cooked it up.
They need to fix their bench though. They got to fix their bench. They got to add some depth. They got to add a true 6 man off the bench.
No, hey, one thing I do know is Nick Gondry going to be playing out to Big Steppin.
Bro, I love that jersey. The one that Aisha Curry's wearing. I love that Warriors jersey.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And remember,
Love
Aisha
that one.
can cook. Remember.
She cooking tonight, bro. She cooking tonight.
They're cooking something tonight.
We're getting another baby tonight. Shit.
MVP.
MVP.
Hey, 3 children equals 3 kids. 4th one. Oh yeah.
He's got has to keep matching his rings with his kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if he wants a 5th ring, get busy, big dog. Like, let's see a 5th.
Oh man, this team right here.
Yeah, that's a cool team. Jordan Poole is like my favorite part of this team, to be honest with you, because he was just an absolute nobody, and he was such a fucking vital part of this team this entire
He had
season.
some big shots in this game, man. Big shots.
And you can tell that he's just pumping up that locker room, and he's got that energy. I mean, even doing stupid shit on the bench, like with his tongue and all that stuff too. Like that's that stuff that keeps your team. But regardless, I know it's funny to like us watching, but like that's that stuff that keeps your team laughing and keeps it up. And you come off a loss, and he comes in like nut taps you or something. Like that's just one of those like you can't replace that guy on the team.
He's for the boys.
You got to have that guy on the team. That was me in high school. Like you got to have that guy who's just always
So
there.
we now know Perry was the guy that was always nut tapping everybody.
Oh, I was getting nuts up. So your little titties weren't anywhere close next to me. I would have fucking flipped those bitches right up in high school.
Dude, I used to,
What was going on?
I used to hate to get on the bus laugh because the whole way through to a seat, man, just pop, pop, pop. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Oh, wow.
Hey Matt,
What?
here's a shot to the
All
chip.
right. to the chip. Hey, all I know is on Count the Bucket, you better pop the champagne bottle on.
Oh yeah, without question. All right, shit. Oh, hang on, let's see if I can do this.
Let's see.
Is it just water?
Yeah, it's water. Or
This
as
is
CJ
water.
or as CJ would say, water.
Water.
Yeah, water.
Oh dear.
We need the CJ emphasis. CJ, what's a Nick drinking?
H2O.
So drinking some water, man.
Yeah, drinking that water. Here we go.
Water.
You gotta stay hydrated.
They got Twitter spaces. Jason Tatum is not him. Oh man,
Jason Tatum is not him.
tough.
I'm telling you, bro. The media cycle on Tatum is going to be rough this offseason.
Yeah. And I think it wasn't that he didn't show up during this series. It's just Wiggins' defense was really that good.
Connie put Tatum his ass.
Maybe a mix of the two, Michael. I would say probably a mix of the two. One, Wiggins had a tremendous year and series. So shout out to him. I mean, first off, people label him as a bust, but he's close to a 20-point per game scorer throughout his career. So he's not a bust by any means. He just wasn't LeBron James. So for number one
He wasn't
status,
the one option.
yeah, he came in. They thought he'd be the Messiah, and he's not. But he's the best 3 in the league for sure. And he
Yeah,
would
look, we
be
even got
suitable
Connie
for-
17 minutes ago saying Tatum is ass.
I just said that, brother.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
my bad. I missed that one. I thought you said Twitter Spaces.
No, that was
First
when you were talking about the water
Said
thing.
both actually. Yeah.
Oh, I said both.
But now, what you saying, Perry? What was your last? What you saying? You said who's top two?
I would say no. Wiggins is, if you're looking at number 3 options in the league, he's the best, and he would be a suitable number 2. I wouldn't say on a championship roster. I mean, there's a reason they just won a championship right now. But I mean, I'm going to give you the question right here. I'm actually curious. Who would you pick, Chris Middleton or Andrew Wiggins at this point of their career too?
I'll probably still go Chris.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
Chris
still go
Middleton.
Middleton.
I was seeing
I'm going
anyone
Chris
else first
Middleton.
for the moment because I agree too.
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah,
going Chris, but still. Like,
No, that
I'm
NBA
trying-
Finals
I'm trying to
box
think
is
of the
pretty.
lower end
The Louis Vuitton NBA Finals box looks pretty.
You put Wiggins as the number 2 on that Milwaukee team last year.
they're not winning the championship.
I don't think that we.
Yeah, I agree.
He was practically their closer.
Yeah, and especially look at how big Middleton stepped up when Giannis went down against the Hawks. Like Middleton stepped up big time in Game 5 and Game 6. That
That's
series was tied. People forget that series was tied at 2. You know, in the conference, well, that could have gone either way.
Yeah. He had a great series last year. And again, if he was healthy last year, they'd probably beat Boston.
Yeah, and we got Nick also saying don't forget when y'all switched up on the boys when KD left, said the dynasty was over. Hey, they thought wrong.
You said
The dynasty's only just beginning.
Need a kid. You know what? Respect to you.
touche. I will say time is ticking, but getting guys like Jordan Poole and Kuminga should only make you feel better that like they're still cooking for the future. So
Wiseman, if you could ever get right.
I think Wiseman's back next year. I mean, it's been reading some encouraging articles on him the last few
no.
years.
Yeah.
Wiseman just got a free ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just realized that.
Yeah, bro. He just sat his ass to a ring for sure. Hey, that's crazy for a guy.
You don't
like
deserve a shirt.
Kuminga.
You don't deserve a shirt. Oh man, that's
Looking like J.R. Smith out there in 2020.
I get him a shirt and some sweats, but like you're not getting a ring. You didn't do shit, bro.
some shirts and some sweats.
Yeah,
Shirts
dog.
and
Like,
Congrats.
you want one of
Congrats.
these fitteds? You want a fitted? I got you, big dog. Like, but you're gonna have to stand in the first row with the rest of the people that didn't play.
He's geeked,
Bro, could you imagine being Moses Moody right now, being a champion? Oh man.
And then Jonathan Kuminga, too.
In your first
Kuminga,
season,
yeah.
that's surreal.
Yeah, just like 19 years old
That's surreal.
and already a champion.
You can't even drink yet. It's surreal.
And it's all because the last 2 years we were so trash and we were able to get the high draft picks.
crazy.
Just for us to come back this year.
Y'all got lucky, bro.
That's pretty cool.
That's some luck right there, bro.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
pretty
Wiseman, then you get
Wiseman.
Moody, Kuminga, then you get Clay back, and then you win the chip.
No, we remember when Kuminga in the beginning of the season had that out of pocket nickname.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
fine. That was
Yeah,
fine.
that was out of pocket.
Nah, you're good.
No, we're not going to say it on here.
You don't need
We're
to
not
say
even
it.
gonna say it.
I'm not saying it, but if you know, you know.
Yeah,
It
there
was
you
out
go.
of pocket.
All right, if you
That
know,
was the
you
worst
know.
nickname ever.
If you know, you know. It was out of pocket.
That's all-
I showed CJ that. I was like, "Hey, yo, why are you giving him? Why are they giving him a nickname like that? That's
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 all.
outlandish.
That's it. We're just gonna keep it right
Tough
there.
draft, was that- wasn't it?
Ain't nobody
Wasn't that
deserve
like
that.
tough draft?
You know what? I don't recall, man. I don't recall.
We're gonna call him the load.
Bob Myers.
Kuminga the load. Jonathan Kuminga. Yeah, that's crazy. I'd be
Draymond podcast tonight.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Podcast boy
legendary.
got him a ring.
Hey, thank God Draymond showed up a little bit tonight because the offseason.
Yeah, he
he
showed up the last 2 games, getting 8 points and then 12 points.
Yeah, 12, 8, and 7.
Hey, that's good for that's pretty Draymond. That's pretty Draymond-esque to me. Yeah.
Look at that.
Seems-
Steve Kerr's the second to win a championship in 4 different decades as a head coach and a player.
that's
Only other person to do
wild.
that, the Zen Master.
That's really crazy.
Listen,
How many championships does Kerr have between the
9.
player and the coach? 9.
9. He's got 5. He's got 5 as a player, 4 as a coach.
What's the
ridiculous.
most combined? I don't know that answer.
Phil Jackson, I think. Well, no, it's either Bill Russell or Phil Jackson because Phil had 11 as a head coach, and I think he had either
Go,
1 or 2 with the
Steph.
Knicks.
Did Steph get it?
Steph got it, baby.
Of course, Steph got it. The Celtics didn't guard him for the first 2 games. What do you mean?
Terrible.
Well,
The drop coverage was.
They said, "Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the MVP fucking trophy."
Yeah.
Wait,
I
the
thought
best
I
shooter
thought
of
I thought
all
I
time.
thought Bill Russell normally gives the Finals MVP award. Did they
Yeah,
change that? Or?
He's getting up there, bro. He's getting
Well,
up
I know he's getting up there, but I remember like in the past, it used to be Bill Russell. I'm just like, oh, how fitting. Bill Russell in Boston has to give the Finals MVP to Steph Curry.
Yeah, he's like got to be what, like 82. He's
Oh yeah, he's old.
Yes, of course.
But what's funny is he ages like a fine wine. He's like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, let's see, he holding that finals trophy. Like, yeah, see, now what can you say about me now? Like, hey, man, gotta respect it. They went up there.
Oh,
This-
absolutely.
Is Curry now officially the best point guard of all time?
He's top 3.
Gotta see one more. Put him over Magic.
I'm just asking. I still think it's Magic, but I'm just asking.
We kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, but yeah.
I think it's Magic. You can make an argument for Curry.
This
and
generation,
Isaiah Thomas.
Bro, the last 20 years, of course.
Mhm.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Clay.
I forgot Drake is dropping his album in 15 minutes.
Dude, Nick's gonna be on cloud 9. He's got a Drake album dropping in 15 minutes, smoking on that Boston pack for the next.
For the
Whenever.
next
Nick,
however
you got
many
ready
months
for it.
until the season starts.
Nick, you got to work tomorrow.
I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Oh, I was gonna say you should call off.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. I need that
Hey,
money.
you know what? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go into work, get that bread, and then use that bread to accumulate into more Boston packs to smoke. Work
Spend
smarter,
the
not
check and
harder.
get it right back.
Well, gentlemen, it is almost 12 o'clock my time. I need to go ahead and hop off of here. I've got to be up at 5 a.m. for work myself. I can back out and let you all keep on going if y'all want to. I don't know if y'all want to go ahead and end this.
We can go ahead and I'm at the party a little bit up in here.
Okay. All right.
Get off. About to get
All
off.
righty. But we will be back on Sunday to kind of just recap everything that happened, give her
Yeah, and we will see Nick Andre pop open a bottle of any kind.
tweet Andre.
We got it.
All right, guys. Y'all want to give any shout outs or anything? Just go ahead and go with it.
Warriors are champions. Nothing else even matters for me. Follow me at Nick Andre PR.
Yeah, congrats to Warriors. That's it.
Congratulations to the Warriors. Twitter handle is down below. My username at Matt_Skura. Check out Linktree in my bio. Gives access to the MCS Real Sports podcast. I just uploaded an episode recently talking about Game 6, how it was going to go down. And it went down kind of how I thought it was going to go down. Just check that out. Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, you name it. It's available everywhere. As always, it's a pleasure to be on Count the Bucket. And I'm definitely looking forward to the stream on Sunday.
We will see y'all Sunday.
Sunday, man.
All right, everybody, have a good one. Oh, I guess
Deuces.
I got to turn off. There we go.
Make sure to do it this time.
See you guys.
See you, man.